Good evening everybody and welcome to Baltic Esports League Season 2. We are finally here. I'm your caster Envy, joined of course, as always, by V.
Hello.
But you look a bit different.
Yeah, something happened and I don't know, I hope you don't mind. I just figured we could speak on the same eye level this time.
No, you're not gonna stoop to my level. Oh my god, that worked. That actually worked.
That fixed it, thank you.
I had no idea that's gonna work. But ladies and gentlemen, we are here and we are ready, of course. I'll remind you about a few things that changed from Season 1. This time we have not 10 teams, we have 16 teams. 8 from Season 1 and 8 from the qualifiers that were held just last week, I believe.
Yes.
And then, of course, as well, the prize pool has raised from 7,000 to 9,000. What do you think about that?
That's a lot of money and someone's probably getting either his first car or getting an upgrade.
Definitely. And of course as well we have changed a bit the format we're going to play the games, because since now we have 16 teams, we're going to have best of ones. Each team is going to play 2 games per week, and last week they're going to play only 1. We're not going to stream all games because there are 16 games in the week. We're going to stream only 10 games per week. In the last week we're going to stream all the games that are going to happen. And of course this time, where are we going to the LAN finals? Can you remember?
I actually do remember. This time we're going to meet each other and all of you guys in Estonia.
Exactly, in Tallin, Saku, Suurhall. I actually googled that, how to say Suurhall.
Alright, I'm not going to even attempt it.
Yes, on 20th and 21st of October, so be sure to check that one out. Go to HyperTown.pro or BSL.pro for all the information that you need. And I believe that's kind of it, and I think we should jump into the first game. Let's check out the matchup. We're going to have Team AYN versus Team BESL Sports. We know BESL Sports. They were the first place after the regular season in Baltic Esports League Season 1, but they didn't play in the finals because they needed to play ESL Cologne qualifiers.
Correct, yes. So in the first season, they did have a winning streak of, I don't really recall how many games in a row, but they did have 14 victories and I believe only 2 losses. And accordingly, they're a very strong contender in this season, as well as obviously in the previous season they couldn't attend it due to the fact that they had a different qualifier to play. Unfortunately, as far as I know, they didn't really make it through to the end, but they did really put up a strong fight, and hopefully that's also what we're going to see tonight versus AYN.
Yes, exactly. But AYN, we only know basically one of the players that played in Season 1, Fields. The rest of the players are kind of new to us. I have seen Ino, but Tulip, Kritu, and ZFX, they're kind of new players for me.
Which makes it even more so exciting. I mean, we're coming into this match with hopefully to see WSD Sports coming out on top, but playing against 4 players that they themselves probably in their own scene know very well. To us is a bit of a mystery, so I'm really excited to see what exactly is going to happen in this match, as I do believe that the map that is going to be played is going to be Inferno. And I did some digging around and I saw that AYN have played this map several times previously and it didn't go so well. So really interested to see what they'll put up against WSD Sports here, as we do know WSD Sports are a very technical, strong holding team.
Yeah, exactly. And from Season 1, we also remember WSD Sports, they were one of the kings of Inferno, as well Lithuanian, as well I believe Skinlords. Many teams played it really well, but I believe none of the teams could really put up too good of a fight against WSD Sports. We remember the fast game where WSD Sports, they never stopped.
Yeah, they just kept on rushing on both sides, and that was a complete stomp. Still very, very vivid image in my mind from that match. Definitely. And also, just quickly wanted to say we are going to go in a little prediction game in this season, and there are going to be treats for viewers. That is, of course, embarrassing ourselves for your entertainment.
Yeah, because why not, you know? Why not? So now, let's predict now, since the game's already starting. Your prediction?
My prediction is going to be
Write
WSD
it down.
Sports, just off the fact that they did put up a really good fight in the previous season, and I don't see any reason, even against unknown players, to some people, that why they shouldn't win.
Yes, I'll go with WSD Sports as well. I don't think AYN will put up too good of a fight in the first game here, but let's see. Bitcher already is going in here, but Tulip with the first kill. Luckily for WSD Sports, there are still 2 players, and one of the players already rotating towards the B site. So this fast push, they need to kind of slow down.
Shox instantly gets dinged and has to fall back now, as now Dodge and Spare with this boost. Can Spare find any players here missing the shots, and now it is already a 5 versus 3 situation. Shox on low HP as Vista now creeping behind. Cannot really find a kill here, and they're desperately trying to retake the site. It is still a 3 versus 2, so everything can happen just in this very moment, as Vista now clearing out Banana, making sure nobody's up close, but Fields with the sneaky. Now only Shox remaining with 18 HP. Can he secure this first round for his team?
Let's see. Nope, he can't. Tulip with the last kill, and that's going to be the first round for AYN. Do you feel good now about your prediction?
Yes, I still feel very solid about it. I feel like AYN do understand that WSD Sports are a very solid team, so the only reason and way how they could try and win this one is if they surprise them with extreme aggression, and therefore forcing WSD Sports to adjust, not to dictate the pace of the game, as now Dodds already peeking down middle here with the scout. And
you can see the battle here. He's even like jumping up and down. Dodds did spot the player. Has to be pretty careful. He's gonna tag Fields, one of the players from the first season. But let's see where they decide to go to. Since Spur with the Deagle taking down Fields.
Disposes of the tag player. Very nice work here, evening out the playing field, but I will remind once again that WSD Sports are on a forced buy. You can see this double CZ setup here in Banana, and Tulip could potentially be in danger here. I believe that's just a bait in order to try and get him closer, but he really shouldn't be attempting this without any backup.
Yeah, they're still thinking where to go to. You can see there's player in apartments as well here. Ino still waiting for any kind of aggression, but most players are now going towards Banana. I believe Bitcher was spotted, but still with the CZ. He's gonna take him down. Now Shox coming in. He's gonna take a kill as well. Bitcher falling back. How many? He has 12 bullets left, but there's only 1 player in front of him, since Ino still hasn't rotated towards the B side to help out his teammate. As here, Vista with the Deagle takes him down. ZFX, last man standing 1v2. This is doable since he has the Gallo, he has the bomb, all the information that he needs.
Yeah, he was just spotted here in the middle now, as now he's going to be smoking off CD spawn, and Spur puts a final dot in this round, as it is going to be 1-1, and that is definitely news AYN want to see. So now, I'm just curious to see if they're going to attempt to force against it, and it looks like they will eventually buy up. There are 2 Deagles, 3 Deagles actually, and a CZ and a P250 coming out from the T side. Spur here with a double nade. Extreme aggression coming down here. Slightly reckless, I would say, but still gets the first kill. Can he get more?
Nope.
Almost does it.
ZFX with the kill back. And now let's see in the second middle, 2 players are there. Even aggression from Vista in the apartments. Since they have the Mac 10 MP9s, UMPs, they want to be up close and when they fight them. That shows as well in Banana. You can see the 2 players are already there, pretty close in. The terrorists are kind of now cornered in. They know where they are. They're second middle or T spawn or the T ramp. So this kind of vast game now. It's for them.
It is indeed. As now Vista is going to be checking these close corners here, as Dodds does manage to find here. Vista gets the second kill. Now Krito on only 4 HP here, so literally probably just looking to get some sort of kill at this point. It's not going to happen. There's now only ZFX remaining with the Deagle in hand.
And they know where he is. They know where he is. Instantly going to be checked, and Shox kills him off.
Okay, so there should be a full eco round coming out of AYN. Once again, for new viewers, an eco round means that no guns will be bought in order to save a maximum amount of money, as there is also a lost round bonus dropping into terrorist account every single round that they lose, and that increases with more rounds lost in a row.
Yep. So once again, you can see WSD Sports, they're not stopping their aggression. They're just pushing up in the middle, the second middle as well. Dodds even takes down the player near T spawn. That was so close where the terrorists spawn. This is just crazy. They're not giving them any room to work with.
ZFX has managed to find Dodds here, but Tulip will go down to Spur now, as only it is a 3 versus 2 situation. Actually, as Fields has managed to find Spur with the Glock now, and only Fields remaining.
ODM4 now in hand. Maybe he can take a few more weapons up. You can see the money's not so good. He's gonna kill Bitcher. There's still Vista with Shox remaining. They're both in the A apartments. So
there is still a lot of time on the clock here. You can see it's a full minute and 5 seconds still remaining. playing this correctly means that Fields does give himself a chance. Tags out the player, and this is already a 1 versus 1 situation, and Fields should be heading for Banana straight up right now, as I believe they do know that Vista is an A-side player for the most part, and as you can see, Vista quickly realizes what's happening already, and it does have the chance to really sneak up and surprise Fields here. Does he give away any sound cues, though, as now Fields...
Vista did hear where he runs, so he knows he's in the back of the site. He's gonna check left side. I believe he knows that he's not in the ruins. He's either in the dark or behind the nuke box. So let's see.
He does have a smoke and a flashbang available. He's just gonna be creeping up here and he's gonna surprise the player and gets the kill. So another round heading WSD way.
That was just way too close for Fields. Like, it should have been his round. He played really good.
Definitely was a chance there. I believe he didn't really consider the player is going to be rotating so fast after the terrorist player in Banana, and that is usually something that surprises the terrorist, as they generally do consider CT spawn rotations to be more dangerous in that situation. As now Spur is going to be crossing middle here, doesn't really take any damage and is looking to peek into second middle, does get the kill instantly onto Fields here. Does he spot the second player? No need for any further aggression now, as Tulip also dropped on 50 HP and Dodds as well. The double AVP setup doing a lot of work here, and does he see the player over the flames?
Oh, he even got him! He got him. The timing, just perfect timing from Dodds. Let's see if he can get the third kill of this round.
And
this is already crazy.
Completely shut down for now, like not even any damage dealt on this side, and Dodds just pre-firing the hell out of Banana. And that is going to be 4-1 in favor of WSD, and I believe they're not going to be stopping, same as in that previous game here. They want to show who's boss, they want to show why they had to skip finals previously, and they want to establish their dominance early on once again in
to play in their home turf. Tallin, they want to play there. That's
probably one of the biggest motivations that any team can get here, is there's a lot of players in middle here, a lot of damage on the CT side now, and actually AIN have stopped here. I thought they will be pushing further, but I believe the amount of nades that are coming toward their way, as you can see, there is a Molotov down here towards Banana. Credo trying to find anyone in middle with the Deagle, doesn't find any just yet. ZFX pre-nading Banana, just making sure nobody's up close. The damage of the Spirit and Shocks here is slightly worrying on A side.
That was perfect work from AIN. They know that WSD likes to be aggressive. They bought grenades, they throw them down middle, and they got half of HP down from 2 players. Very important and key players from WSD. So that is definitely already good. We can see Dodds takes down one of the player with the op. Let's see if we can find anyone else. There are going to be 2 players probably peeking him or jumping him. I don't know what AIN wants to do with these pistols. They probably want to like save the op. They know that there's one in Banana. But how can they approach it?
Well, that first initial kill there, they should have pushed down the AVP as soon as he got that initial kill. Now Credo taking down Shocks, I believe, there, evening out the playing field ever so slightly, and they are, that is, AIN are grouping up towards apartments here.
Yeah, there are going to be 3 players there now too at the moment in the site. Vista going towards checking the boiler room, and 3 players are going to come into his crosshair. He's going to take down 1. He's going to look for more. He knows there are more.
And the bomb is also dropped.
Well.
So now only Creature remaining with the Deagle here up close towards apartments, and that is already being checked. I believe he won't be able to do anything much here, as now Bitcher finds an off angle and gets an instant headshot here.
Let's check out now the scoreboard. We can see Dodds with 8 kills. Yes, his op has been phenomenal. On the other side, we can see ZFX with Fields, both players with 5 kills. But it hasn't brought any kind of fruits to their team.
Well, as you can see, ZFX definitely is already a player on AID's side as far as we can judge so far that is on Fields level. So this still should be an even playing field in terms of that. Now ZFX peeking towards Banana. There is going to be a boost. I think he just saw the head.
And, oh, he misses the shot. Can he get it? No, they're going to fall back. They're not going to push in. They're not going to be crazy about peeking the second time. WSD, they know what they're doing. You can see they're all now in Banana, except for this one player waiting in middle. But Credo, he's just checking if anyone comes behind them, because you know WSD, they like to be aggressive, they like to be fast, they like to move around the map and take control of it. That's not happening just yet.
Look at from the point of positioning, as you can see on A side, they have pushed up close to apartments, so they do have a lot of information that the terrorists are not up close there. So most likely it is going to be a Banana hit here. It's now Tulip finds Shocks towards A side, and this is going to potentially force a rotation. As you can see, that is correct. There is a player on B side boosted up on the small bit of wall there, and he's going to be rotating towards A now. That Bitcher, we know, I believe we saw in last season, on so many rounds he got at least 2-3 kills in that position. So they know that B side is secured. Vista here now in a one and done position. He has to get this kill now.
And he won't. Kritu, what a reaction from the player. Now let's see, dot close range. He did get one, but he did not get Tulip. As now they're gonna go plant a bomb. And Bitcher, either he just gets some kind of weapons off, because you can see the money is not so good for AYN. So if he gets like one kill even, or maybe like the up down, that could be really good. But you have to, we have to discuss this. Do you think double up setup on AYN, from how they have been playing, is a good idea?
I mean, currently it just works and gives them extra rounds. In the long run, I don't think that's something so viable on T-side on Inferno, just because of the limited amount of space that you can use the AVP in, and there are a lot of closed off entrances and very narrow pathways, meaning that with the AVP, if a CT is going to push you, there's not going to be much chance for you to do anything here. And now you can see that AIM players are hunting and clearing out B side, not actually going to find Bitcher here.
Yep.
Money-wise, Shocks quite low on money, but there's plenty of money to spend around between their team. And you can see also that AIM have no problem rebuying. They're actually going to have enough money for the next round, as well as they did also get that extra bonus money for the bomb plant here. As now Spirit once again trying to find someone here in middle, but you can see that the terrorist team, they do take an ever so slightly passive approach just off the fact that there is a huge amount of nades being used here in Banana, so they're forced to stop before anything can happen. And now Dodds, can he once again surprise us with excellent AVP skills?
You see the Malta a little forced, and also he can peek in. They can now freely take control of Banana, but they're not doing
almost
that.
Landed through the wall there.
Almost, you can see he just peeked out, they missed
actually
the shot, and he
gets
it.
it.
No way, Dodds. Jimmy just keeps on surprising us all the time. You can see now at the moment the double up setup not working out. At first I thought, yeah, for the double up setup from Vaz, you put up 2 ups against them and just try to win those battles. But you can see that's not quite possible playing against Dodds. He can shoot you through the walls without even seeing you.
See, the problem of winning a round on T side with a double op setup is that afterwards, ideally, you would want really fast aggression to really throw the CTs off. They know you have 2 AEPs, so they know that you'll most likely take your time. Therefore, using a lot of nades and limiting their options can be a valuable strategy for WSD here. As now, Tulip has also taken some damage. I believe that was from the nade in middle. He has managed to establish some sort of control here. As now as another nade and a boost, trying to find a player in
this is just here. Perfect from Vista. The smoke that he puts out, so he can easily peek in, just throws off AIM already. Little going down, Tulip going down, only Inu with fields remain.
And look at the time, only 15 seconds remaining. They really need to push this, and now Spur dropping the bomb here. Inu realizing that he does need to save. I feel like AIM took slightly a one-by-one approach here. It is a classical mistake that we generally see, that on the T side you really need to be brave and be willing to trade out these kills, regardless if it means you're going down or no. 6-2 already here on the first game of Season 2 between WSD and AIM, and we can see that WSD once again are basically forcing their opponents into very bad economical situation. There's Kritu is actually on a CZ, no nades, nothing, so he'll need to get up and close personal, trying to get this. Spur almost landing the flick here as Tulip does find Dots, and that's a huge player down on B side. AIM really should now calm themselves and just hold for a bit, because WSD do need to retake some part of the map.
Yeah, they definitely need to, but let's see. As you can see, WSD, they are like checking the apartment, they're not pushing in. You can see that they're kind of passive about this, so they're not giving AIM any kind of early advantages. Just going in defensive positions. Let's see, maybe Spur can find a kill here, because it's going to be a B hit. Let's see, Spur is coming on close, he's gonna see Tulip. Tulip goes down. That's the off player going down. There's still fields, but let's see if they decide to even push in. Because the Molotov are coming out, everything is there. Even if they push, they have to be really careful. There's Bitcher, as you mentioned before, he does get kills in that position from the boost. But they're still not decided yet where to go to, either A or B.
It looks like that kill just ever so slightly threw them off, because they did seem they were ready for an execution. Now Fields trying to smoke CT. There are safer ways how to do this, so I'm not entirely sure why that is not being used. And that is also meant as a fake. So does Fields stay here to shoot a single bullet just to make sure that no rotations are coming through? As Shock's already hearing the players now up close.
We hear the player on apartments as well. He reacts fast now. VFX goes down, and
3-2
3-2 as well. Only Fields remains in the middle with the up. 1v3, 15 seconds left once again on the clock. AYN a bit too slow.
Ever so slightly once again. I feel like AYN, their first round was a really good attempt at taking control over this game, and I believe just the instant shutdown coming in after following rounds, like the next 2-3 rounds, just the super aggression from eSports has induced fear in them. Fields does manage to save the AVP, and that is going to stay in his hands here, as now AYN are in a predicament basically. They do need to decide if they're going to be forcing up in this round or no. They do take a pair of grenades, so I feel like it's going to be nades in the middle once again, trying to get rid of Spur here, and it has have the potential of going down.
Oh, and they are low. Spur 57 HP, Shocks with 82 left after that mid approach. And as we can see, Dodds, he is free once again to do whatever he wants here, and he's gonna get Fields. That's the up down. Krito picks it up, but Krito goes down to Spur.
With the double kill.
Oh, no way. Spur, he did get it. All his DFX will remain until the players. Let's see how well can they do, because they're running away. You can see they're running away in fear. They want to save any weapons possible.
DFX desperately trying to lay some damage here, and the bait work as now Tulip did manage to get the kill, but instant cleanup once again coming up from eSports. 8-2, really on Inferno. To at least feel good about yourself, you want to have at least 4 rounds.
Yeah, most definitely. And AYN as well. You can see that they are putting some work into stopping eSports, but then they are forgetting the key positions like Banana. You have to shut down Banana, you have to take control of it. Or either Dodds is going to do whatever he does the best. Or now, for instance, Spur, he goes towards Banana, he comes even up close, and he's going to get the kill on Fields. Goes back, looks for more kills, there is a Molotov, he's going to miss the shot and run away, left with 28 HP. That's kind of a victory for AYN. So they are 4-on-4 and Krito got Dodds.
Yeah, once again, Dodds, a huge player coming down for eSports 4 versus 4 situation. It does ever so slightly favor the terrorists, because on whichever side they decide to go to, they should in theory be able to trade it out. But as you can see, there are 3 CT players close, and Vista playing the craziness. This is actually going to work out so good. As he gets the timing right, he gets the bomb, and he knows there's another player in the smoke, quickly runs away just to confuse them, and now it's a ring around Rosie's game. As now the terrorists need to find out where the hell is Vista, how do we retrieve the bomb? There's a minute on the clock, and there's a player behind enemy lines, essentially.
Vista gets the timing right to run away, and he hides in middle. He's now gonna see the bomb from different angle. He peeks out, he's gonna get ZFX, the guy who goes for the bomb. Just mind-blowing play from Vista here. And one more time, he just evades the enemies. But yeah, Tulip finally gets him. It's gonna be 3v2, 2v2, as Krito did get Bitcher. You can see in middle, Spur, he's not gonna miss the shot. He's gonna take down Tulip, and only Krito remains. And let's see what can Krito do here. He's gonna head towards middle.
And look at the flank from Shocks.
He's not running, he's still staying in apartments. Okay, Krito, 3 HP left. He got tagged by Spur there with the USPS. Yeah, as he's pushing through, he's gonna see the player, but yeah, he does not get the angle right to kill off Shocks. Shocks gets him 9-2.
I believe he could have played it in a way where he just... If I was in his position, I would have stayed in that smoke for another 5 seconds, because he did hear one of the players already inside, and if he would have stayed so long, he most likely would have heard the second one jumping down from balcony, meaning that he could have sneaked up closer and potentially give him a better shot here. But once again, now Spur peeking down into middle here. He's going to spot the player. Does tag Fields down to 50 HP. Dodds spots the player up close, and Banana as well. No kills just yet, as Fields does manage to get one, but Dodds just cleans up house.
What happens in Banana? Just what is happening there? It feels like, yeah, like high caliber teams playing like against Mix or something, because you can see in Banana, like they're making the same mistakes one more time. Like they need a Molotov there, they need a smoke or whatever to shut them down, to stop them.
The problem, I believe, currently is that I don't think AYN understand that the issue is not their execution, the issue is their approach. Therefore, the same mistakes are coming back up constantly. So, like, they're not really trying to adjust the gameplay, and they're not trying to change the pace. As now Dodds once again, Molotov down into the middle here. Does spot a player, sees the second one as well, dropping a nade here, just going to be making sure they establish complete control over Banana, and the terrorists are essentially in T-spawn.
Yes, they can't even move.
Scared, dead.
Yep, that is just crazy, because like eSports as well, they're the team that they're gonna play like tactical games.
Is this Face It?
I believe we're not playing this on Face It. No.
Okay, yeah, I was just wondering, because like, just trying to understand where am I?
Right, but then as well, like there is the player Fields. He should have enough information, enough practice to understand that you should not be doing these things.
Not with the AVP in hand. I mean, even if you manage to shoot a bullet essentially in that situation. Most likely it's going to be either through the wall or, if you're lucky enough, in the body, but they just simply the amount of meat to hit was not there, and therefore he lost that battle very quickly. 50 seconds now, still T-spawn players good coming out of Mexi. Dodds, was that even...
What? Yeah, they're just spraying through the smoke, they're just doing whatever they want. They're running out one kill after another. ZFX only remains looking for players through the smoke. Doesn't look like he will find any. He's gonna be the first one killed off through smoke because they're still spraying them. Oh, he's gonna get spurred, but there instantly we still get the kill back. I thought he's going to deal a bit more damage, but that was not the case.
Well, we knew that the start of the season is going to be a bit hectic, but this is not really what I had in mind. On the second-hand side, though, both of our predictions seem to be going our way.
Yes.
So, a little bit about that. Once again, there are going to be punishments that we are going to be executing upon ourselves at the end of each week, and the loser gets to be and walk of shame.
Definitely. We're gonna have like the not red carpet, like the mud carpet or whatever.
No, it's just gonna be a huge black carpet saying shame. And
okay.
We'll see what's gonna happen. We'll have our announcements. I'm still debating about should we tease you guys with it or no. As you can see now, back to the game though. 4 AYN players are in second mid here, trying to group towards apartments. Vista just going to be falling back here. He's actually going to still delay the smoke and shocks now with the peak. AVP spurred Y, and thank God it worked out. They were actually trying to go for the boost above the smoke in middle here. A really popular tactic, and Tulip spots ahead there. Does manage to dispose of Spurs. So once again, AYN are in a position where they have enough time to, if they play this correctly, the round should be theirs, but Tulip goes down to Dodds in Banana, and you can see already a player from eSports, he's creeping down, he's soon to find players in middle here, and that is going to be a huge issue, but Kritu and ZFX both finding kills here, instantly a 3 versus 2 situation. They only need to pass Dodds here, and with the smoke, that is not going to be a huge issue, but Dodds...
He's gonna go through the smoke. No, why did he stop? That was the perfect timing, I believe, for him to just do that. But let's see now, Vista with the smoke. He'll just like do this one-on-one with that smoke. He doesn't allow anyone like to go near him because they don't have too much information about his positioning. But the smokes are everywhere and they can't retake the side just yet. I don't know if the players spotted Vista or not. It doesn't look like it. But let's see how far will Dodds go because they're looking to retake this one. They do have the kits.
I believe Dodds is just trying to drag attention towards him now, as now Vista finally gives him away. Does find the first player there, but ZFX will get him down, and now Dodds gets first. Can he do this once again?
It doesn't look like it because they're both players are on the side. He's gonna know where one is. Can he get the deal shot? He's gonna look for it. He can't find it. We're gonna push him, and Kritu with the last kill. So 11-3. As you mentioned, they need at least 4 rounds, and they're looking maybe to get them.
Well, if luck shines in their way, perhaps, but eSports just have so much money that they can literally afford anything they want, and obviously an abundance of nades on their side as well. Actually, on the T side here, so I would suggest like double nading down Banana, because essentially every single round there is a peak coming out. So relatively early on, they can actually bounce these nades off the wall there and trying to clear out the get right position, which is behind these sandbags. As now Spur peeking over the Molotov, takes slight damage because of the Molotov spread there.
Yeah, he was trying to peek in the middle with the flash, almost got the player in Mexico, did not get the timing right. As we can see, nothing changes here. I believe Dodds tagged his teammate picture there. With the
it's just ever so slight motivation for him to really make the best of the situation he has put himself in.
Only one taps.
Not with the M4 though, because you do need 2 bullets in the head to get the kill on a full HP
You just
player.
ruined it.
I know, I'm just going to ruin a lot of things for you this season, so be prepared.
Yeah, I actually do believe that, and I know that's going to happen. But Fields, he's going to take down Dodds, so that's one player on B side down, but instantly you can see Spare is rotating with the second up to help out Bitcher if they decide to push towards B. But as you can see, they're so deep in the apartments, 2 of their players, 1 in second middle, they can still approach A side. As here, Bitcher's going to take down Tulip, and that's going to trigger them to go towards the A side. Let's see Shocks. Will he react fast enough to get the players here? As they move forward, they don't even check the corner. Crystal goes down, Fields goes down, but there is Vista going down, so they will have the free sight, but they don't have the bomb. They go head towards short. Shocks with 1 kill, and Shocks
shocking the people.
Yes.
12-3 First half is over. Oh my god. This is exactly the WSD Sports I wanted to see. And as we already spoke previously, they do seem to be still the kings of Inferno. Unless something drastically changes on their T side. Looking to see if AYN are going to be trying any sort of different approach on their CT side. This is a moment where they should just regroup themselves and really understand that WSD Sports most likely are going to be playing really aggressive. I would like to see if, say from AYN coming out in this situation like a P250 and some nades, that would be like a good amount of damage they could deal on the players early on, and then afterwards just pick them off. But you can see Spur here with the Deagle coming up close in the middle, a slightly unconventional approach considering the weapon choice. But you can see that actually the middle has been pretty much given away, and now both Fields and ZFX position is already known. You know, with the one tap, Butcher just instantly trades back with another 2. I am ever so slightly lost for words here, as now Tulip really needs to make the best of both worlds.
Well, no, even he has no idea about the players. He's still gonna get only 1 kill though. That leaves only Fields alive on AYN's side. 1v3. It looked kind of okay with them like falling back. Getting the kill on Spur, like shutting down critical force from WSD Sports. And as you can see here, Butcher with the last kill, he was supreme this round.
Slightly unlucky for Kritu not spotting the second player there. Not entirely sure, was it because of the actual column or was it because of shadows or what the situation was, because like they're running down a funnel basically, and with a USB that's like, it's really hard to miss heads there. I mean, I've seen and also been in a position where I have done so myself, but I mean, these guys are really on their way to being professionals, and that really shouldn't be a mistake that's happening now. As now ZFX looking to deal some damage in middle, is going to be instantly falling back and making sure not to be pushed, as now aggression coming out here from Spur. He's I don't know
if that was a bait, but it worked out perfectly for AYN as they get now 2 kills on the terrorist players. You can see now Dodds kind of lost where to look, because there are players checking in from Arch and from the library as well. So here now he did spot the player. Now he's gonna see the guy. He's gonna kill off ZFX. There's gonna be 4v3. They still have the terrorist kind of advantage, especially now after Tulip goes down. But the thing is, I don't know if WSD Sports realized that there are still 2 more players.
And Shox gets the kill onto Kritik here. That is exactly what they needed. And now Shox coming on with the flank. Not entirely sure why the remaining T players haven't fallen back and went through Banana, as they can hear the bomb now. Vista with the 1. Can he get the second player? No, Fields takes him down. It is a 1 versus 1 situation, but Fields has no idea how close is Shox already behind him, and that should be a kill. Is this going to be a knife? Knife him.
Yes, it worked out for Shox. I thought Fields was going to turn around in the last second. I definitely thought so.
Yeah, that's exactly the situation how I rage quit last time when I was playing Counter-Strike. I got knifed by...
When was that? A year ago?
No, that was actually last week. I got knifed by Lucian, and I was like, I don't know why I'm even playing this.
Right, this beautiful, perfect game. Yeah. So let's continue on and let's see how they play this one out. As you can see, this is what they needed to do, AYN in Banana. They need to drop down the Molotovs, the nades, and push out CTs away from it, so they don't have any kind of advantage, because Dotsky was utilizing that position way too much as a CT.
Curious to see if Dots is going to push this any further now, as now Butcher has already found Fields, and that's a huge player going down on AYN's side, already on a 5 versus 4 situation. Tulip also on half HP, a lot of deagles around, but coming up close. Shox once again with the AK, just an instant headshot. Tulip able to do some amount of damage, doesn't really get the kill on there. I would probably question that and would say lag, because it did look like the aim was on point there, slightly unlucky. And now another tag player going down there. 4 versus 2 situation. There are still low HP players on WSD Sports side.
That could definitely help AYN, but let's see. As ZFX goes down to Spur, the last man remaining, Tulip. 4 players there. This is not going to be it for him.
There was a movie called, I actually don't remember how it was called, but there was like a character, Johnny Tulip. He was like a gangster. I wonder if the nickname is coming from there. He's actually played by Bruce Willis.
Oh, okay, but I do not remember that game, and we could ask Tulip. We can do it later on.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'll try to get some facts in, and just curious where the nickname comes from. Perhaps the guy just likes tulips. I don't know.
Right?
Does manage to get a first headshot and actually get the second. Can he get the defuse in here?
There is not enough time, yes, and there's going to be Shox with that kill.
That got a bit dicey. I mean, if he had the defuse kit and would have went for it instantly, maybe, perhaps, like doing the little switcheroo on the ground where you're basically messing around with your hitboxes while the other while the enemy is trying to kill you. So, theoretically, maybe if you're extremely lucky, but it doesn't look like luck is on AYN's side today, as it is already 15-3, potentially the very last round of the first game, Season 2, eSports versus AYN. The very dominant game so far. Shox looking to get any sort of damage through the smoke. Does see the nade coming through, but is slightly reluctant to push through, as now Bitcher has already managed to find a kill here. ZFX with the scout in apartments.
And see, you know, he's kind of scared to peek out to check middle, but there are two players, so that's justified for him. And the bombs as well there, so he's going to go through the apartments. The smoke goes down. They have everything. Kritsu is going to find a player in B. So now let's see. There is one player coming in behind. Great reaction time to understand that there could be a player coming in behind them. Spur goes down. And now Vista checking the player in here. Can he get the kill? No, he can't. 1v2 situation. Vista, can he get this round? There is Tulip so close to him and he does not realize it. So Tulip with the last kill. And that's going to be 15-4. So there's still a bit more.
Is this a comeback?
No.
Okay.
No, it's not.
I just wanted to clarify that. Perhaps a little bit of false hopes on the side of AYN here. Still, though, I wouldn't write them completely off. There are two AKs on their side.
And you need the rounds as well. Like
yes, rounds
losing against eSports, that's kind of an obvious thing that can happen. But if you get like if they're gonna get like 7 or 8 rounds, that's already pretty good.
Look at Fields as a weapon.
Oh, why not? Why not? I loved this weapon in the first season from him, especially there in Cobblestone. He was just super active there.
Gimme that shotgun kills. There is a lot of money here on the line for Fields with that weapon. He does manage to find the first player here. A lot of damage going down. Actually takes 3 hits to take him down, but Dodds does trade eventually out his teammate. It is a 4 versus, 3 already situation, as Tulip has managed to found Shox here, and that is exactly what I wanted to say. These AKs are a huge threat, because understandably on the CT side, the M4s do take 2 bullets once again to kill a full HP terrorist player in the head, whilst with the AK it is a single bullet only. So that's a huge advantage to have, because you have a lot of confidence in holding these small angles here. And then you can see already ZFX trying to get some damage dealt through the smoke here. Does he manage to find the timing just right here? He is actually aware of the possibility, so glad to see that, as the smoke does eventually fade out. And does Spur check this? He does suspect that there is a player.
Did he see the gun barrel? He's not checking, and ZFX is gonna get the kill, but instantly getting shut down. So now Kritsu with Tulip remain. But what the players do remain, both with the AKs, but as we can see, Vista with Dodds, they're thinking about, and they're gonna go towards B site. So that's gonna be now Tulip rotating towards that position. They're gonna have probably a free plant, and you can see as well they have one smoke. Dodds just used his flash. They still have a Molotov, so there's tons of utility to use. So let's see, Tulip with the spray down, not gonna get anyone. They managed to cross, and they're now looking for the kills. But Dodds, did he drop that smoke for in purpose to have that like edge to see where the players are?
No, you usually fail that one when you throw it against the wall, because it sometimes bounces off slightly weirdly.
Just spotted the player, so he knows that there is at least one player with runes. And here, Vista going down. Dodds, last man remaining. He has to get them both. Let's see if he can do it. They're gonna push him out, and instantly Kritsu with the kill. So that's gonna be 15-5. Still in favor of eSports, but as I mentioned, they just need some rounds to look a bit better in this matchup.
Well, I feel like AYN, they're going to have so much pressure on their shoulders as the rounds are getting closer and closer.
Yeah.
So obviously that's more room for mistakes, and someone's going to get nervous. So hopefully this is going to turn out into a close match, but still expecting for this to be closed out any second now, as eSports most likely are not going to be taking this round, just off the fact that they are mainly on Eco. Spur did have a bit more money, I suppose.
No, he just bought. He just bought. That's Spur for you. Don't you remember? He's gonna always buy if he knows that the team is gonna win. He's gonna always push as fast as he can. You can see this time he is coming in there in middle with Dodds, and they're a bit slow about this.
Yeah, they want to just make sure that there are no surprise setups up close, so they can establish control once again. I feel like eSports are really feel comfortable when they know that they cannot be surprised by random angles and corners, so they just want to clear out everything. Not really a lot of utility on their side, and the boost in banana doesn't really give much information at that. The Deagle, I believe that is on Shox, says Hands is going to be clearing out these close angles, and does Tulip get pre-fired here as he
did damage Shox a bit, and now the flash will come through. They're gonna run in. Kritsu with 1 kill. Let's see, can Kritsu get more as they're gonna push through the smoke. Someone's gonna get killed off, but Kritsu, yes, that was kind of an unfortunate situation for Spray, as Dodds is gonna kill one of the players as well. And here, let's see, can AYN retake this one? This is the real task in front of them. The AWP is there, 2 M4s are there, but no one's peeking them too deeply in. They're even waiting around the corners, just being quite passive. But here's the effects. Eno gets 1 kill. Let's see. Dolls, he's gonna spray down 1. And can he get the last one? He will. 16-5. WSD Sports managed to get this one through. The top fragger, Dodds, with 28 kills. Other side, I believe, Tulip with 13 kills. So you can see that it's a big difference.
WSD Sports literally forced me to bit my own tongue here, as they did close out a round where essentially they had only 1 AK on their hands and 4 pistols here. So very dominant CS coming out from them as expected. Once again, I will predominantly name them the Kings of Inferno also.
At the moment, definitely, yeah. Season 2, yes.
In Season 2 so far. As far as we know, perhaps there are other surprises along the way today. We'll find that out a bit later. But just in general, ever so briefly about the match. So yeah, as I said previously, I don't think AIM really understood how they should adjust themselves versus a play like this, because from their point of view, it most likely looked like that, well, basically whatever you do, WSD Sports are just going to eventually trade you out, apart from those very few rounds that actually worked out in their way, and that was partially due to ever so slight over-aggression coming out from WSD Sports. So I cannot really judge AIM if their decision-making in that being in the position they were in was correct, but we do have to note that AIM really loved to take their time with these rounds, and I'm entirely sure is this just their classical approach. I suppose we will have to see that further on in the season, but so far I'm just going to assume that WSD Sports stopped them dead in their tracks in the beginning of this match. So,
who would you name the MVP of this match?
Definitely Dodds with the MVP kills, no doubt about it. Dodds an MVP, not even considering the kill amount he gained in this match, almost dropping a 30 bomb, but just in general having this sense of that B site essentially while he was there on CT side is unavailable. That is scary for a lot of teams, and a lot of teams are afraid to challenge players like that. So if you have dominant control over Banana on Inferno, you can see how very quickly you can accumulate rounds, because you're making the job easier for the second team there, as the second part of the team being on A site, and just generally giving them a better understanding of timings as to when a hit might potentially happen towards that particular site.
That definitely was the case here, but as you saw, WSD, they now have 1 map, 3 points in their store, and AIN, they are left with 0. Do you think AIN, how are they looking? Do you think other teams going to be a lot easier for them, or they're not looking that confident to even go against, I don't know?
Well, look at from this point of view. When you go against a strong team very early on, you very quickly realize the level that you need to reach. And considering the fact that this season is not going to be over in a week or two, they'll have plenty of time to adjust this and learn from their mistakes. I would strongly suggest for them to review the demo of this match, because it's quite obvious where they were making mistakes or where they were lacking in trades, especially trades. There could have been potentially a lot more closer matches, especially when the battles were going on, coming in them from T side towards that A side, specifically in middle. You could see that the players are slightly hesitant to trade, and really you just need to go all in, because, well, that's essentially what terrorists do, don't they? They just go all in.
And confidence will come, as we remember last time. Who was that team? I believe Žalgiris, the ex-Baltic Elite. They started off slow.
Yes.
And then they just got better and better and better. And that was with so many teams. And they have the same potential here to do that. But we can, I believe, just say some words about the next matchup. Figure 05 versus AST eSports. Latvians versus Lithuanians.
Yeah, so AST eSports, I believe, is a fresh lineup that they've gathered now. So not entirely sure if they've been practicing too much. I couldn't really find out a lot of information about their attendance in any sort of leagues or anything particular. So perhaps they're the silent ninjas of this league.
Well, they do have one of the top players in Latvian face, Tallin, in their lineup.
Yes, well, we'll see.
Which is a strong player.
We'll see if
there are many strong players.
We'll see if Faceit experience transfers on otherwise into this more professional approach towards the whole gameplay situation here. As also as for Figure 05, I believe there had a lot of I mean, the team itself, Figure 05 as the name, has been around the scene for quite a lot. And I believe I've even played in the past against them, so this means that, like,
probably
the name itself exists on the board here, so people know And I would assume that it also puts responsibility on your shoulders, forcing you to have some sort of preparation, because there are expectations that need to be met. And if this is going to be the case, I'm curious to see. I don't think we know the map just yet.
We don't know it yet, but we'll know it soon. One thing I want to mention about Figure 05, they have very strong player Amant. Do you remember Amant in the last few weeks?
Yes.
That guy's on fire. Every week you can call him the MVP. He was the most flashiest player of them all.
He liked to play it with, like, approach the game with a bit of swag, if I would dare so say myself. I believe there was also quite a lot of deagle kills, especially he was extremely stable on maps like Train, where essentially he really didn't seem too bothered that the players are coming out from like 3 different directions at each time. His positioning was on point, so curious to see if he is going to be the X factor for Figure 05, that is being the X factor, a player that if he shows on point, potentially he can just carry his team home, so as in get the victory on his side. And curious to see if there are going to be what the tactical approach is what the tactical approach is going to be on the side of the Latvian team here, as we do know that generally Latvians like to play more of a like loose sort of mixed game style. They generally, there's like a few,
they have 2 strong uppers. They have 2 really strong uppers, Sved and Goodman.
Correct, but you need proper map picks for the AVPs to make the best use of them. Once again, if this is going to be Inferno, what the hell are they going to do on the T side? I don't know. Yeah,
that could be really fun for them. But for now, we're gonna head into small break. When we come back, Figure 05 versus AST eSports.
Go big, go boom, with guns of boom. Like the sound of big booming 4v4 friend fragging action? We'll fix you up. Go big, go boom, with guns of boom. Make the ground shake.
Okay, so we were eating just now the delicious food that the delivery got us. Were you enjoying it?
It was so delicious that we actually forgot to turn the mic on, so apologies for that.
It's the best.
But once again, yes, Volt are actually going to be giving a giveaway, so for free food delivery, and you can actually win that also today.
And every day of the stream. Bam, that's nice.
Till the end of the season.
Exactly. So if you want, there's going to be a giveaway pretty soon. After, I believe, next time, or we'll figure it out when we're going to give it away, so be sure to stay tuned. But what is important now is Figure 05 versus Aston eSports.
Yeah, so Figure 05 versus Aston eSports, interestingly enough, Aston eSports did manage to secure the qualification for this match, if I believe correctly. They won just off the fact that the players they were playing against actually were only 4. So curious to see if they will be able to show up and actually greet the expectations that have been put upon themselves.
Because the team that they won was AST eSports, which is a really good team that's been playing for a long time, and Aston eSports, they managed to do it, so that is pretty great from them. But let's see, can they stand up against a name that is Figure 05, AYN and the boys?
AYN and the boys, is that how we're going to call them now?
At least for now, yes. Maybe some of the other players will show up, but we'll see about that. And pretty soon we should jump into the knife round. There is still one player that is not ready, Zvede.
Probably just finishing his food.
Oh yeah, right, probably, yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure they know that which application to use to order food here, as they are still warming up. Yeah, it's that one. So,
just to be sure.
Just a bit of warm-up. As you can see, the map is going to be Dust 2.
We haven't seen Dust 2 in a while. It was, I believe, we did see it in the grand finals.
Yes.
In HyperTown.
Correct.
And now in the regular season, Dust 2 is here. One of the most iconic maps of CSGO ever.
Yeah,
the best FPS shooters as well.
The meta has slightly changed in Dust 2 over the years, and also with the changes in the map. Still though, generally considered to be a terrorist-sided map here, just off the fact that there is a lot of fast rotations happening, and you can essentially throw a lot of smokes around the map, trying to throw off any of the CT players here. And once again, on the CT side for Figure 05, there is going to be Kite, Cho, Wave, JL, and AYN. On the other hand side, on the side of Aston eSports,
Labrans, Goodman, Zvede, Alinch, and Hencha. We know these players. If you're Latvian, you know these players because they're playing all the time in the GOEXANIMO tournaments.
Correct.
They have the practice. Usually they play with the mix, but let's see if Aston eSports can bring the team.
You mean
this one.
You mean if Aston eSports can win over AYN and the boys?
Yes, exactly.
Sounds like a boy band. AYN and the boys.
We should have a next season like a team like that. If AYN doesn't do well with Figure 05, you should make a team.
I'm sure he'll find new boys to play with. Oh my god, I did just say that. So heading into the match. As you can see, Figure 05 are going to be starting on the terrorist side, and as I mentioned already beforehand, it is considered to be ever so slightly more advantageous, but it is dangerous on the first round here, as the USBs in long range, and there are a lot of range battles, are a huge threat for Figure 05, so I would suggest grouping up. It seems that they are just going to gain control over tunnels, make sure there's no push here, as there is a double CT setup on the short position towards the A side here, and they're looking to peek into under. And
okay, so Alinch will hear now. Alinch is hearing the players now. They know that they're middle. You can see instantly Goodman rotating towards middle. Let's see if they'll push through, because there are 2 players focusing on that position. Now with the smoke dropping down, let's see Zvede, what can he do? He's gonna get one headshot. Goodman as well getting the kill. Zvede, Alinch, they just get them all. Only Cho remains with the bomb now going into the B side, but they still left one player there. But Labrenzi goes down. Let's see.
There's already Quick Flame coming on behind here, and he's going to be put down to the ground by Hencha. Forces him to eat dust on Dust 2.
Nothing else but just the applause. Aston eSports, they're looking pretty good. Their aim looks on point.
Yeah, they definitely were prepared, especially having those close battles with the USBs versus Glocks in middle, a very dangerous territory to thread, as now Goodman positioning himself up close with the FAMAS near double doors, and does he dare to peek any further? I believe that wouldn't be the wisest of choices here, as now Kayit, along with his teammate, that is going to be Wave, have positioned themselves on short here, just trying to distract the player in middle so they can gradually progress through.
Yeah, they're one more time playing through middle. Do you think that is the right choice to play through middle? Because let's see, Goodman, he already has spotted one. Does not take him down, just deals some damage into Cho.
On the T side, you really need to put up quite a big T presence here in order to keep the side players guessing as to what sort of play is going to come through. And I mean, the best option that you can gain on T side is to have fear from B side players of a potential split constantly. So that puts a lot of pressure on them. The flashback did go through on the A side here. Now Alan does manage to think the player, but JL actually with low HP gets the kill with the Deagle. Zvede does eventually trade out here with Cho in the middle. So it is a 4 versus 4 situation. JL on extremely low HP, and Labrains can be a really huge factor here.
So let's see, they're gonna push in, not with the bomb yet, just with the players first. The flash will come through. Let's see, now Labrains comes out. He's gonna see the players gonna take down, not even taking down anyone. Zvede goes down as well. They cleaned out the site. What is happening over here? Labrains missing so many valuable shots, and now he does see the edge guard player. He denies the bomb plant. It's gonna be 2v2. They know where they are. Goodman playing close range. Let's see what he can do. As JL with 5 HP. Ayman with 21. They're gonna take down Goodman. Hench is there. 1v1. Ayman versus Hench. Who can do it? Ayman pushing out. I believe he was spotted. He will see the player. He's gonna try to get the kill. But he has to be really careful. He's going up against M4, and Hencha is going to win this one. 2-0 in favor of Aston Esports.
Aston Esports almost threw this round away as the play coming out from Goodman with the USP jumping into window, thinking he can challenge both players instantly there. Yeah. I understand why you could get that feeling, but that is definitely not the move that you need to make in a 2 versus 2 situation. Like, obviously, you have your teammate right next to you. So if you put yourself in a position where you can't be traded...
Whoa! JL with crazy one-tap here on Orange, going on further, missing the second shot. But let's see, there's going to be Goodman now boost up. They're going to head towards the A side. Goodman's pretty close range with MP9. He sprays down. He's going to get one. He's looking for more. He's going to get JL as well. And Kite. Can he get the kills with the USPS? But the players are coming through with the M4. Babe, he's going to be left with 4 HP, 1v2. But still, in the end, Aston Esports do it. But it cost them kind of a lot there in the end.
Yeah, that's a lot of money taken off the CT side first hand. Second, JL, definitely a player I'm going to be keeping my eyes on with the Deagle in hand. As well, as you can see, Ayman definitely knows knows how to choose his teammates. As now Kait's now peeking down towards middle here, doesn't actually spot the player, just pre-firing with the AVP, trying to deal some damage for the crossing players, and Wave trying to see any players over the Molotov. A sneaky position coming out for, I believe that is Labrains on the side, if I'm not mistaken. Now JL once again playing around the smoke. Labrains dealing damage here, gets the first kill, dinks on the second one. Ayman left on extremely low HP, does manage to take out Labrains, and Zvede cannot really enter the site back here as Goodman almost caught out with his pants down, but Hencha takes care of JL, and it is a 4 versus 3 situation they desperately need. That is Figure 05 need to put the bomb down here at least to gain some money and to force the CT players into the site.
Let's see now, they're now using the utility to push back CTs a bit, just to make sure they can get the safe bomb plant. Let's see, Ayman, he's gonna plant it. And when will they push in? 4v3. This should be around for Aston Esports on paper. And as we know, nothing ever goes according to paper.
There's no nades on their side. They can't even flash themselves in as the push will come through. Wave, Kayit's both taking down 2 players. Kayit's with another kill here in 1 versus 1 situation. The bomb is already planted, and he just playing the sound cues correctly there. Is the defuse? He's going to make it. He's going to make it. He's going to make it.
He does not make it. That was so close. Goodman was already crouching to await that shot, but JL...
Literally half a second, yes. And he had to land the shot through the small wall there to actually secure the kill. Luckily, it was a headshot. It could have been just like damage dealt to the body. So Figure 05 putting their first round on the board here, and you can see Ayman actually still hasn't bought a weapon. Oh, he actually did just now. So limited utility and weapons on the side of Aston Esports. You can see 2 M4s and 3 Deagles on their side. Island manages to spot this player in lower tunnels here, and that was Cho, I believe, who has taken 50 damage towards his health bar.
Yeah, Alan, he's not on point. He's missing those Deagle shots. And as well, I have to say that about Labrains as well. He did pretty good when he stopped that early push in the B side, but that's all that has happened. And on top of the game is Zved and Goodman with Hencha. Other side, we can see Aymans, of course. Who else?
Who else other than Aymans? As now Hencha is soon to be tested on a long here, as the 2 terrorist players have managed to clear their way through. Hencha just trying to guess which position they're going to be coming from. Not a lot of information available for him, so therefore he has to watch out for that short push here, as well as Labrains really doesn't want to lose that weapon early on in the round. Does take some damage through the door. Does he decide to sneak up close? I don't think that is going to be the case, as now Allench trying to get a headshot towards short here. It's a very textbook gameplay coming out of Figure 05, clearing out the close corners here, and now both Allench and Henche are squeezed into this side here, and a single nade is going to flush them out. Now the Molotov does come out, the push comes through, Kites instantly goes down, Allench has been dinked, Zvede has managed to find JL here, and Allench gets a single, gets the second, can he get the third? He will go down now, Labrens with damage, only Cho remaining on the side with 17 HP, 1 versus 2 situation, not a lot of time on the board here. Cho.
He has to just go for the plant. He has to just go for the plant. There's not time left. Aston eSports, they're not showing themselves. Now they're gonna be pushing. Cho, he knows where to look for enemy players. Gonna take down Zvede. Can he take down Labrens? 17 HP. Can he clutch this one for his team? As he's gonna check out Labrens. Labrens does not hit the first shot. Still hiding. Cho! No. No. That should not have happened.
Can we leave? I'm leaving. Bye.
Yeah,
Bye.
There's the doors. Let's go. This is just crazy. What is happening?
That is not a round that Figure 05 were supposed to win. Just off the fact that Cho left himself in a position where he had 6 seconds and no time to fake a plant, essentially, as it does take 4 seconds to plant the bomb. So he actually went for full plant, and they should have been just pushing. That is, Aston eSports should have just pushed both together in that moment, and that is not the case. Now, push towards A-Long is coming out. JL already manages to find a kill on Allench here, and now Goodman in the smoke, praying probably that a single bullet doesn't hit him, as JL continues his killing spree, and only Goodman now remaining.
He did not spot the player in the car. Will he be spotted? He will be spotted right now. JL, 1 more kill. That's a lot of money racked in after that Mach 10 purchase. 3-3. Figure 05 are looking really good. And Aston eSports, I don't know what exactly they are lacking, but I believe they're kind of surprised by Figure 05.
Aston eSports lacks stability on the map, I would say firsthand. It looks like they're ever so slightly all over the place, trying to like get a proper guess as to what the terrorists are going to be doing, but you can't really do that without establishing control first, because just guessing doesn't help, as now Zvede here will be challenged towards B side. There are 2 players. He does manage to spot the first one. That is Cho with the bomb, actually. A quick B split coming out. The players are already pushing in through the window. Labrens here in a situation. How is he still alive?
Yeah, right. Oh, and now he goes down, but Allench with Hench now for the retake. 2v2 situations that kind of work out, and Kites burned down his teammate with the Molotov JL there. That's kind of really unfortunate for them, and that definitely needs to clutch this one.
There is a Molotov on Henche and also a flashbang available, so if they play this correctly, they can flush out the site and clear all positions. Kites does deploy one of the incendiary grenades here laying around that he has managed to pick up from one of the CT players, so that is a bit of delay. The bomb is ticking faster, so the push should come in any second now, and Kites can win this one by himself, does get the first kill, and wave.
That was kind of perfect.
Waves goodbye to Aston eSports.
I thought you would have lost your rage on puns.
Nah.
But you have not. You're
not.
No,
I hate them, but I do them, so.
Okay, but let's see. What can Aston eSports do right now, as they are on the eco, and Labrens already tagged up from the off of Kites. And on the wave, aggressive push towards A-Long. He wasn't even with his AK in his hand when he jumped out there. So the confidence is there for Figure 05. Let's see, that continues on. As Labrens with 4 HP has killed off JL. That is huge, and now the flash will come through. They're gonna try to kill off Wave, but they can't. Wave and Cho, they both clean up. And now it's gonna be only Goodman with Labrens left. The good thing is Labrens, he has that AK. That should be definitely saved for the next round. Yeah,
as long as Goodman gets the kill here, but he's already being expected, and he will go down, and that is an instant save for Labrens with 4 HP with the AK. Once again, AK, an extremely viable weapon on the CT side. It just makes your life so much easier, so really important he holds on to this weapon, and also just off the fact that Aston eSports in theory should have enough money to buy next round, but they're going to be limited in their utility, so I would suggest just to play off this single 8K and perhaps like a 4-man stack towards B. It does sound a bit random.
Why B?
Because so far Figure 05 have always put 2 people in tunnels, and if they get their timings right, they could actually push in behind and manage to like trade themselves out and put on an even scoring field if Figure 05 decide to go for that A-long take initially. Okay. So I feel like that should be a viable option here, but it doesn't look like Aston eSports are going to be opting in for pistols. They do buy up with enough amount of nades. Actually, and
they give Labrens the AK, which is, in my opinion, kind of interesting choice. But okay, the players are okay with playing the M4s and Zvede BT up. playing towards middle, and you can see they did a bit different thing. They put 3 players towards long, and that at the moment is the plays the Figure 05 are looking for. Let's see, maybe Zvede can get lucky here in middle if he spots the player. He's just careful, but no, he does not. He did spot him, but he did not tag him.
Yeah, and Zvede instantly falling back towards the tiger. Now, Allich being charged in long does go down. I feel like you're slightly upset about that one. It's now Bencha in a battle, managed to get 2 players, and it is still a 3 versus 3 situation. Goodman can be a bit of a surprise here for Figure 05.
But Cho can surprise him as well. As Cho now is now pushing towards short, he can see him from behind and kill him all. But he's not pushing, and Kites is going to be the one to take him down. And now let's see in middle with the ops. Whether he misses the shot. What is going on with Aston eSports players?
Yeah, I feel like they've been slightly surprised just off the fact how explosive Figure 05 can be. They start off slow, but they definitely know their timings correctly when to abuse CTs being in rotation here. And there is also a terrorist player peeking down into CT spawn. So in theory, Labrance, as soon as he shows, Cho should be able to take him down fairly easily, as now Kaitz does manage to find Labrance here. Now Zvede forced to try to save this AVP, is pinned down, and will go down to Kaitz with the op. Kaitz actually seems to be a very stable AVP player so far, as once again also commending JL that is on Figure 05's side. For Aston eSports, they're not really trying to push short from A site. Obviously now being a pistol round, and Zvede with the AVP going towards B, looking to peek into these tunnels, making sure that he could, in theory, get 1 single free kill, and that is going to be the case here as Amant will go down. Amant, you should have known better.
He definitely should have, but like the early push, they won it one more time. Like I think they are focusing on surprising the enemy, and this was one of the things Amant tried out, but it was not lucky. But I really like the setup, and putting Zvede in B with the up, and the rest of the players towards long or either middle, as we can see at the moment, as now they're looking to push out. Let's see who can take down who here in long. JL, will he peek out? Will he push out with the flash? He's going to go out, but instantly Ali is going to take him down. The second player there, Kites, with the op. He's going to get Labrance, but there's one more player in front of him, and he's still going to get it! No. Can we just skip this one? I don't want my mind to be blown completely.
Kites continuously wreaking havoc here. A very bad smoke. He can't really cross with the bomb, and Goodman on a fast rotation in behind. If he is fast enough, he can actually get a free kill here. The bomb is being thrown. Kites very aware of his surroundings and managed to get Goodman as well. Is that a 4K on his hands, or am I tripping?
I think it's a 4K. I believe that is. But let's see. Can Zvede catch out Kites? He's not peeking in, as the bomb will be already planted. So let's see, Kites, he's checking CT, he's gonna see the player, and I believe that is ace for Kites. 16 kills on this guy already, 16 kills in 10 rounds.
Did we turn on the anti-cheat, or?
I believe we did, maybe Kites didn't.
Okay. Well, it explains a lot now, is having 16 kills only on this scoreline of 7-3 in favor of Figure 05. So once again, Figure 05 seems to be a dominant force here so far on the T side, as now Labrance is going to be challenged on B side here. A lot of nades coming through, spots a lot of players and needs to position himself correctly, but it will instantly go down to JL, and now Zvede has to fall back here, give up B site, and that is 5 versus 4.
I think just just save. They should just save.
Yeah, otherwise if they lose these weapons this round, it's going to be an instant reset in the following.
Well, they do have pretty good loss bonus, since they've lost now. It's going to be 8 rounds in a row. Yeah, they've lost 8 rounds in a row. They haven't taken any tactical timeouts yet, which I think should be a case in this situation. Because I believe for Aston eSports as well, they don't want to lose to Figure 05 that early on.
Goodman has the AVP. Like in the next round, they should probably boost him up quickly towards short. Like put 2 players up, so they can also set up a boost, excuse me, on short to peek down into lower tunnels, as terrorists really usually just clear that site, and that should be a theory of free kill. As now Zvede has managed to find JL here. Zvede looking to save the AK, and that is still a. Well, they managed to save their weapons, and 3-8. So is this going to be a boost? Please tell me it's going to be a boost. Otherwise, they're falling into their own trap.
Let's see. Maybe they'll do it. Answer no. Yep. Instantly.
So there is going to be a boost coming out towards short here. Only Goodman here, so it's most likely going to be peeking towards middle, not really checking lower tunnels.
Which could be costful.
Cho did take his time, so Goodman is in a good position to take him down, and good job from Goodman by taking down Cho in lower tunnels. instantly giving a man advantage for his team. And now the most important part for Aston Esports is to not rush anything and have a solid hold. You can see there's actually essentially 4 players towards A site here. Zvede did manage to fall back towards middle just to make sure nobody's going to be falling out here. Goodman with a cheeky peek over the smoke does find another kill. Can he find the third?
He has to find Kites. That is the one guy you have to find. Because here they're going to be picked off. Goodman with the kill on Wave. It's going to be 2v5 now, 1v5 situation. Let's see if Kites can do this now as he misses the shot onto the player inside. He misses on Orange, but now let's see, will they double peek him? And they will come through. They're already trying to wrap around, so they're leaving only 2 players on A side if he decides to go to this way. But let's see, Kites with the flash. He did spot the player in CT, but he has to be pretty careful. There is still Orange waiting near the side.
And I don't really understand why the remaining CT players haven't locked him in already. Like, there is still enough room for him to work with.
They're going even towards short, which is basically just giving him the kills as he kills off Goodman. How did he react to it? But there is Zvede to shut him down. Finally, Aston Esports do it. It did cost them a lot, and Kite still showed off some of his skills. Now 18 kills for him. And this game is... well, I have to say, I want to see how this round goes to actually say to which team is going to go from this perspective. At the moment, Figure 05, they're kind of dominant.
A double AVP setup coming out from Aston Sports Esports here, excuse me, is now Labyrinth once again being challenged on B side. Wasn't ready for that quick run out of 3 players. Now Zvede does manage eventually to get a single kill back. Still though, B side has already been taken by Figure 05, and they're extremely quick with these B takes, and that is exactly what you want on T side. On Dust 2, you need to establish quick control over B side to force the CTs to wait for their teammates, and thus the longer they wait, the lower the bomb timer goes down.
Hinge ran in, but Ayman is gonna kill him up. Ayman goes down. Kites with Wave. 2 players left. Wave with the spray down is gonna take down 1. There is still Zvede, but Kites with the last kill and 9-4. And I have to say, Figure 05, I think they got it.
Figure 05 have managed to find a way where when they're playing towards A site, they're slightly ever so slower in their initial explosiveness. And regarding B, that's once again, as I said, like, you really want to take over the control over that site extremely quickly to force the CT players to wait. And as you can see, the money on Aston Esports side is not great. As you can see, Face It probably is not helping you right now, Alinch, as your team is dying all over the place. Or will so in a moment.
Now let's see, maybe Zvede can do something with the Sky, but like even with these pistols and the way the Figure 05 is playing, you can't see too much potential for Aston Esports take this round.
Not really, considering the amount of utility still remaining on Figure 05's side, and they can clear out all of these corners where potentially CZ weapons could be hiding. And they also, you can clearly see that Figure 05 are expecting a eco round, or at least like a pistol round coming out from Aston Esports, and now Goodman will be challenged. And you should realize very quickly that push is going to come through. Wave and JL both clearing out short here. And now Alinch, does he get the timings right? Has he managed to get the kill down onto Cho and is able to lock these players? Oh, well, if there would be someone on the site, he would have been able to lock them in short. But that is not the case, as the bomb is going to be soon planted on a site. And now Figure 05 just need to hold it. And you can see one of the terrorist players is already suspecting, excuse me, a lot of players behind the smoke. Actually, all 3. So Ayman is going to have a lot of fun in the second here. Gets the 2. Actually turns away from the flashbang. Gets through the smoke and
still gets it. Like, I have to say, Labyrinth, he looks lost. He looks completely lost.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't seem to be on point. And once again, as I said, Figure 05, their executions are not difficult. They're just well executed, and they definitely make a good utility of their nades. And I also haven't seen a lot of situations you can usually see where if the execution is bad, a lot of your teammates are going to be flashed by your own teammates' flashbang that they threw. And that doesn't seem to be the case here, therefore giving a lot of opportunity to get these early kills and to just play the trade game, as now Wave is going to be approaching short here. Slight pre-fire towards the corner, no real peaks coming out from any of Aston Esports players, as they're pretty much split up all over the place. Labyrinth's in cheeky position, but it's a one and done situation, as now Wave has already managed to kill off Goodman, and Labyrinth needs to choose his timings here and pick his battles.
Cho has got Orange in the B side. Now it's all on Labra. He's gonna get the second, but that's gonna be it. Now it's gonna be okay. It's Zvede got the kill on JL, so that's put the situation 2-on-2. Henche with the FAMAS, Zvede with the op. Let's see what can these two do as Cho has taken down Henche. They're already pushing Zvede. They're not even looking for the bomb plant. Zvede misses the op shot. He does not see the player there. The smoke is there. He just has to like back off. But this is the last round of the first half. So he has to try at least.
Yeah, he could have gone south for figure of 5 considering where the bomb initially, dropped. And now there are two players still holding this B site for figure of 5. One single flashback is going to go over Zvede, ever so slightly taking his time. Now once again a peek coming in, but Amand with the positioning and obviously the very long barrel of the AVP gives away the position of AST eSports player. So 11-4, slightly expected, but I would have expected to see a slightly closer game, as we are going to be heading into the second half very quickly here to see if AST eSports do manage to trade the favor in return. And there is actually going to be a 2-player boost coming up here towards short, so they're looking to get these early battles towards middle or lower tunnels. There are forests.
There are lower tunnels. Let's see when they will react. They react in time, but yeah, instantly scare off the players. So
yeah, they do manage to spot the bomb, so the terrorists are in a predicament here. Do they explode on B side, or do they actually fall back to the terrorist spawn and start over in terms of gaining control? I believe they're going to play the mind game just now and try to force figure of 5 players to believe that they have gone back to T-spawn, and as long as the P comes in through correctly, now Kait being challenged and Cho helping out here as he does manage already to take down Labrent's player, and Cho still alive. Kait's 1 kill, JL another one, and this is all going south very quickly. Goodman going down to JL once again, and only Zvede remaining here. A clean round so far coming out of figure of 5. Zvede has already been spotted, the bomb is in B side, and this looks extremely bleak for AST eSports so far. And yes, of course.
I can't believe Kite stayed alive there. Like he was at the end of the platform behind the box, and he was all the time just crouching up and down, and nobody can get him. And when they were moving in as well, like the player from the window as well, just shooting them all the time. They can't get even one kill. They're not focusing on the, I believe, on the targets. But they're not saying like we have to get that guy or we have to get.
So in a situation where you're playing this further off box in the B site, that is in the back of site, back of the platform, when you're already spotted and given away your position, your mission is pretty much to stay alive as long as you can. And never mind me, JL with 2 kills doesn't eventually get the third one there, as now Kai is pushing down, actually full flashed here, taking out the USP. Goes down to Henche eventually, still a 2 versus 3 situation, and Henche with the bomb is going to be heading towards short here as long as his teammate Goodman manages to find the kill, and he actually gets the kill. So this is a potential for a round lost for figure of 5 unless they manage to retake it quickly, but they should really group up as there are no nades and Wave here with the single defuse kit actually going to be pushing out here, gets the first kill, and he should be aware of the fact that Goodman is on low HP and will go down to Wave.
I have no words, like it was so close there in the end. But the last few shots from Wave was just like child's play. It didn't ask anything from him to get those kills.
Well, the first was a very decent headshot, but the second, considering Goodman was on low HP, shouldn't have been a huge problem, even off the fact that he had a FAMAS in his hand. I feel like Goodman should have realized that he overexposed his player model there ever so slightly. So, so far looking like another stomp coming out from another team, and that is going to be a figure of 5. Putting their name down is a strong contender as well, and it definitely seems to be that the players are prepared now. Kait's quickly checking, making sure there's nobody up close in lowers here, and 2 CT players are going to be falling back towards the A site, as now Goodman looking to see if he can land a kill with the Deagle on here on B platform. So far the smoke is ruining his plans. And you can see, Joe gets a single player. Can he get the second one? Does get the second. Wave coming in with 2 kills as well. So a complete lockdown coming out for AST eSports as now Wave puts an end to this round. So last hope, I would say, for AST eSports here. They really need to make use of these AKs. There isn't really an AVP on figure of 5 side. So in theory, you should be able to rush towards from suicide.
Oh, Zvede. He gets the kill in the middle. He got it.
Excellent kill coming out from Zed. What I wanted to say that they should have attempted perhaps a fast short push, but that is exactly also what Figure 5 is doing, and they've established already top middle control here, and Hensha is going to be in a predicament in a second as the CT players are bound to turn around at some point, and I believe they do have information about players in A long, so they're just going to clear them out, and this is going to be very quickly a horrible, horrible situation.
He's going to get one move for a second, instantly taken down. Now only JL here on the side as they're now pushing towards short. JL spots them, but Hensha is going to land the kill first. As now Wave, he's going to drop down the Molotov. Will they peek in instantly? They will peek in as the flash landed, and now Wave can get in a pretty good position to shut them down, but instantly Zveda with the off shoots him down, and now Cho with Aimant will remain. So let's see what's going to be the situation here. Can they get it? No, Zveda with the up. Good positioning, good that he realized fast enough where the players are, and Alinch at the last second takes down Cho. Then be the 5th round for Aston eSports. And I have to say, this game is even a kind of a bigger stump than it was sports against AYN.
In a sense,
showing better.
In a sense, definitely, yeah. Perhaps it's just nervousness from Aston eSports coming out, and just as I said initially, like they do have expectations they need to greet. I'm not entirely sure if that's the case, but so far they've really lacking entries and explosiveness. Like as I said, it seems that they're playing a sort of a mixed game style, and that is not really what's going to give you rounds here. Definitely not in BSL, that is Baltic Esports League, as now Kaitz with the AVP looking to see if anyone is going to attempt push out of middle. Has the crosshair set, I would say, correctly.
As they're going to head out now, he can react fast enough, but they're looking more so towards short. And
how does he not get that?
No idea, but Zveda.
An instant B split coming out here as 2 terrorist players are coming out towards middle, and the B side has already been cleared. And now you can see, I believe that is Hensha. His job is just to make sure nobody pushes through. He just needs to watch out for a flashbang, and he should be able to definitely get, even if he gets a single kill here, that's a huge advantage for his team. And you can see Figure 5 players have been slightly stopped by the smoke here. Do they actually check the position? Hensha has given himself away, does manage to get the kill onto Wave through the box here, and now only 2 players on Figure 5 side remaining, as JL will burn down a player somehow. Eamon does also manage to find a kill in the process, so there are only 2 players remaining. But the
bomb is planted. He has no time. The time's running out, so Eamon's going to say this one's going to be 6-14. Still pretty good for Figure 5. But then is this one of the teams that's going to have trouble finishing the games?
I would hope not, because that is a very horrible trend, as we've seen already from the previous season. There are some teams that actually lack the capability to close out matches. I don't think this is going to be the case. I feel like Figure 5 players definitely seem to have the experience on their side to compose themselves and manage to close it out, and having the score up still 14-6 shouldn't be any worry, as now Goodman looking to push up close, and I believe he understands that there's also a player up close here towards the B side, and
he's gonna
gets the first kill. Actually still stays alive. There is still no trade coming out. There's still another 3 B players, and they're going to be pushing with the USPs now, as Aimant,
I believe he didn't hear the guys on long. Now he understands what the grenades are running in, that this isn't a push, an A take, and now let's see how can they retake this one, because they have only USPSs.
There's a single flashbang on Aimant here. If he times it correctly for his teammates, they should be able to push up closer. Not entirely sure why are they checking lower tunnels.
Maybe looking for kind of backstab, maybe looking for, there's no weapons to look for as well. This is kind of an interesting situation. But let's see, they might be looking for exits, but who's going to go towards short to escape the A side? They're all going to go towards long, which is secured by Goodman already.
Yeah, so Goodman has already secured and made their team aware not to go towards short. Most likely, most of the players are there. Reda now will go down to Kaitz. What a headshot coming out from him, and considering it was the AVP that just went down, but they still have managed to retrieve it. That is going to be in the hands of Alinch here, and another round is going to be heading towards Aston eSports, and Goodman finds another kill onto Cho. Good job from him. Hits out, manages to dispose of another weapon on the side of Figure 5, once again making it a bit more expensive, and therefore they have more limited utility, not really being able to keep hold of these sites, because you really need utility on CT side here on Dust 2, otherwise you are going to be in trouble. And you can see Cho is going to be challenged. He definitely hears a lot of players close coming up now. One gets a single kill in that situation, and also Kaitz only managed to get 1, so a 3 versus 3 situation. Now Hensha could be a huge deal here, as As long as he makes sure nobody pushes into tunnels, he should be able to get a really good timing for a backstab, but usually CT players know by now that that is an option. As you can see, Hensha has managed to fall back towards B side as well. So this is going to be a head-on 3 versus 3 battle, and both of these players are going to be coming in. JL and Wave both getting kills now, and now it's all on Hensha's shoulder. There is a kill on JL hands, and yeah, this should be a round for Figure 5. Hensha gets 1 kill.
And Figure 5, can he defuse it? He will defuse it in the end. Hensha does get the kill, but that's not enough. JL managed to do it. 15-7 match point for Figure 5. Let's see, their money is not looking too good since, yeah, they lost their last bonus, kind of resetting their economy, but as you can see, they have even the AWP in their hands. So let's see if Kai.
But no nades essentially, like there's a single Molotov on AYN. So AYN and the boys really need to hold on here for one more round. And you can see there are 4 Aston eSports players towards A long here, and AYN could really end this in a quick second. There should be a pop flash coming through any second now. Zvede with the AVP just making sure no pushes through middle are coming in here, and it seems that they're going to establish long control here first, as Kayitz has already managed to found Goodman, and that is not good news for eSports, excuse me, Aston eSports, as now AYN still up close, and there are 2 people towards A long here. Wave already spots a player, and this should be AYN. All AYN now, as he gets 1 kill, does go down eventually. Wave just needs to stay alive here, and the round should be theirs. Actually gets a kill along the way, so it is a 2 versus 2 situation. Gets the kill on Zved as well, and only Hensha remaining here. 1 versus 3 situation, all or nothing for the very first match. Also for them in this second season. Figure 5 coming up strong and showing what you can do with even limited utility. Hensha has already given away his position, and the bomb is down, dropped towards A long, and he really needs to win some crazy duel skill, as Kayitz will go down, giving himself an option, but there is an AVP onto Wave here, and I believe he's in pit.
Yes, and there's also Chal already rotated towards long. So he's going to help out his teammate. Now let's see where will he react fast. Now he's going to see the player, but okay, Hensha's going to get 1. And Hensha gets the second. What do you say about that? What do you say about that?
How?
How? With the AK, a mouse, a keyboard, probably a computer.
I feel like Figure 5 are really upset right now, and I would take probably like a pause after this one just to clear your head, because by textbook, like, I mean, that was their round and already their game. But once again, now they've been put in a position where essentially they literally have no money. Wave quickly pushing up here, up close with alongside of his teammates. So AYN and the boys are in a predicament once again, where as Alinch and Labrens are just racking up kills, and they will all go down to to Alinch and Labrens there. So 9-15. Is this a comeback? I don't think this is a comeback just yet, as Figure 5 are just looking to get a good amount of utility. They knew already beforehand that the game was in their hands, so it doesn't look like they don't know how to close out these games. They're just having brief technical difficulties, and they should be on their way, really. It's another stack here, this time towards middle. So God forbid someone from Aston eSports decides to walk out into middle here, as AYN looking down to deal some damage in lower tunnels. Alinch actually left on 60 HP here. Yeah, let's see. Alinch, he won't peek in anymore. The middle players as well are kind of hesitant to even push forward. They know there's player towards short. I believe they don't have any information about the players in middle, the rest of the team. That is, and now let's see, can AYN get his timing right, because the players are pushing on short. Can he react in time, as now they're gonna head out? He's gonna get Zvede. That's already 1 kill. Then look for more, and he's gonna get the kill. No way that this is gonna be the round that works out for Figure 5, as now Hensha and Goodman, they're heading towards the A side. The players will come in from short, and let's see what they head in from long as well. Smokes, Molotovs, 2 AKs and an AVP on the side of Figure 5, and that is plenty of utility to retake this side, and also weapons. Goodman just jumping through the smoke here, excuse me, Molotov, as Hensha will go down, and Goodman left in 1 versus 5 situation, and really needs to go huge for his team, and it's not going to be the case, as Kayitz will take him down. And once again, in the unlikeliest of rounds, Figure 5 this time, previously in the previous match, that was Sports that managed to secure the victory. I did just realize that, my apologies, we actually forgot to play the prediction game on this match here, so yes, definitely that is not going to be the case in the next match. As congratulations to Figure 5 players, they have definitely proven themselves and once again shown, I believe historically Figure 5, as far as I remember, have been a good team on Dust 2 in general, also in the previous version of the map. So curious to see if they're going to be the new kings of Dust 2, if that's going to be the case, because as far as I know, like, I mean, from coming from the previous season, there weren't that many games on Dust 2, and even the ones that were pretty one-sided here. So curious to see if we're going to see more Dust 2 picks coming out this season. So
well, from Figure 05, I think that could be the case. This looks like kind of map that they know what they're doing. I said before, like the fast rush towards B, slow approach towards A long. They have all those things figured out, and kind of worked out really great against us on esports.
Yeah, but for the CT side, for Figure 05, I feel like they had really hard time adjusting to this, well, I don't know if you can really call it random gameplay coming out from AST and eSports, but just this sort of quick switch ups on the fly coming out from AST and eSports, not really giving away any sort of like clear signs of some sort of side hit, and like having all rotations all around the place. It's very difficult
for mixed play, that they're playing like a mix. Definitely felt like that. And as well, I believe Orange did not show up. I believe he is the captain for the team, the caller. So I don't know if that's good sign or that's bad sign. There was Hench on their team with 22 kills.
Well, as I said, Face It does not guarantee you victories here. Here, it's more about your tactical approach and how you can see and manage these situations. Once again, 2 games already today have shown that this is not going to be the case. If you are not prepared, this is not going to be your map win this time. So Figure 05, one more time. Big round of applause for them. And of course, well, that was not big, but
it worked.
Never mind. It worked out. So I'm getting kind of hungry, though.
Yeah, me kind of too. We do have some fries or anything else, but we could order, right? We could order some food.
Well, guess how?
Is that it? Am I pointing to the right direction?
Yeah, my phone just ran out of battery, so I'm not going to be paying for this one. You are going to be, but one lucky winner is going to be able to get their delivery for free coming out from Vault. And just make sure you stay tuned. One more time, the giveaway is going to be at a random point in time. So just keep here next to your screens. And also we're going to have this final game coming up fairly soon. Yeah,
but for the giveaway, for you to participate in, you should let us know what is your favorite food to order. So just point that down in the chat so we know that you're participating. And of course, if the automatic picker picks you, then you're gonna get the 10 euros for free from Vault to order the food right now. But for now, we know that the next game is going, let us know with #Vault. Yes, #Vault, write that in the chat before you do anything.
But you can share your favorite food to order, definitely. I would be keen to read, as I'm sure there are some strange things people eat, so.
Yes, definitely, but we soon have the next game. And the next game, I believe, is between Mighty Wolves and Autoclatch, am I correct?
Yeah, and that was also one of our experts pick, and that was Gekon's, also one of the initial casters here in the previous season. A man with a lot of experience on his shoulders, as he's been a part of a lot of serious teams, and I will agree with him that this is definitely a match you want to see this week. The remaining 2 hot ones, that was our pick, is going to be on Wednesday, but today you already have the chance of seeing most likely what is going to be an extremely close battle, and also once again both of these teams are potential contenders of the LAN finals that are one more time going to be held where?
In Tallin, Saku, Suurhall, on 20th and 21st of October. So
I'm going to ask you that name of the hall when you're like really drunk to see if you can actually pronounce it.
I believe I will. Okay. But let's see it.
Okay.
Okay, for now we're going to go ahead into small break, and when we come back, the last game of today.
Go big, go boom, with guns of boom. Like the sound of big booming 4v4 friend fragging action? We'll fix you up. Go big, go boom, with guns of boom.
Here with you, see your face in the crowd. You don't seem so far away. Everything between us is empty space, empty space. Even when the music is loud, I'd rather be no other place than here with you now. Rather be no other place than here with you. I see your face in the crowd, but you don't seem so far away. The only thing between us is empty space, empty space. Even when the music is loud, I'd rather be no other place. Here with you now, here with you now. Here with you now.
Chase the wind and touch the sky. A star's light shines on long after it dies. Oh, in the night, I live every day as if it's your last. All memories been bright like beacons of the past. Oh, in the night, now we race against the sun. Now we race against the Now we race against the sun. Now we race against the Race against the sun. Now we race against the sun. Race against the sun. Now we race against the sun. Now we race against the sun. Now we race against the sun. Ooh.
eSports League Season 2. The last game of the day, Mighty Wolves against Autoclutch. But before that, I'll remind you about the Vault giveaway. In the chat, you can see what you have to do to participate in the giveaway. And if you're lucky, you're going to win 10 euros from Vault to order the food right now. But for now, we need to do the predictions. So Mighty Wolves, Latvian team against Autoclutch, Estonian team. Who are you going to go with?
Well, considering the map is going to be Mirage, I'm probably going to go with, on paper, the more experienced players, and that is going to be the players of Estonia, and that is the team of Autoclutch, especially having the...
Traitor.
Excuse me, let me finish, okay? Having the additional backup of Cherry's experience on the team and knowing how well they did in the previous season, along with such players as Steak, Doista, Fileba, and Sikta, my apologies. I feel like Mirage definitely is going to be a stable pick for them, so I'm gonna say Autoclutch. Excuse me, Autoclutch.
Then the same thing, and that leaves me to go with Mighty Wolves, but that is my pick. They have been boot camping for 2.5 weeks, if I remember correctly, and I think they're gonna grab hold of this game. Kokaho is the in-game leader. They have really strong players. They have strong upper. So let's see how they're going to stand up against. And I think they kind of want this to get their game ongoing.
Yeah, well, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. I mean, historically, Kokaho, alongside with other players that always have been beside him, have been a predominant force on the map of the Mirage.
Yes, exactly.
And, well, as people already know from the previous season, most likely, this is the map that I absolutely hate to see when Latvians are playing, because just a lot of randomness is coming out at times. I hope I won't see that today, and we're going to see a very close match. But
will we see around the world strat? Remember?
I do hope to see one, but I highly doubt it's going to be there because it's just it's a bit gambly. I feel like they'll have enough experience to see it. But heading back into this match now already,
instantly,
Deck has managed to dispose of Steak here, and that is... Oh, excuse me, that was just a warm-up match. I thought we already missed out on the action because it seemed quite a serious battle there, but the seriousness is just about to begin. Autoclutch are going to be on the CT side, definitely a side that they'll most likely feel comfortable with. Fileba is going to be the anchor on the A side here as another player, and that is going to be Sikta. Is going to be heading towards window, and 3 players from Autoclutch are going to be the... setting themselves up on the B side here, and you can see 3 players from Mighty Wolves are standing towards middle here. Seems to be a good tactic to push out with a delay, and Molotov heading into window. Sikta left on 15 HP already, and his only chance is to land a good headshot here as the players are passing by. He instantly gives up on that thought as Doista has already found Emis here as the push comes through. Doista with another kill. Keen managed to leverage himself as now already Doista with 3 kills, looking to get the 4th. Sikta does steal it away from him, does go down. Only Deck remaining here, 1 versus 2 with the CZ.
He has 1 bullet. That's it. Can he find the weapon?
Panic mode, panic mode,
he
panic
found
mode.
It, yep, Doista got it. So okay, 1-0 in favor of Autoclutch. It looked really good for Mighty Wolves, but Autoclutch, they were ready for that B push.
Yeah, slightly unlucky. I feel like Mighty Wolves were counting on an actual kill in middle there, and it seemed that it took ever so slightly too long for them, giving the option for Doista to pick up 2 kills towards the B apartments there, and already 3 players from Mighty Wolves are heading towards B, and most likely it looks like it's going to be a fake towards B and an attempted plan towards A site. If they get their timings right and make enough noise, this should be possible. There are a few flashes on Keen's side here. One of the players... Oh, this is going to be a double fake. So Deck now drags all the attention towards A side, and you can see it has worked. The rotation instantly pulled off. Only 1 player, and that is Fileba, remaining on A side. Doesn't spot any players just yet, and also heading towards B now. And that kill from MSN, the second kill, is going to sell the fake completely.
The player in the head. Yes, exactly as you said. The plant is faked now. Let's see, can he hold this one? Kokaho with 16 HP. Only Keen remains with 9 HP, but he is in that B side, so not too much he can do. Doista one more time, getting the last kill.
But the whole point of this round was to get that bomb plant down for that extra money there. So you can see that terrorists do have quite amount of cash here, and it looks like they're going to do the smart move, just purchase a few pistols and a few nades to give themselves a decent shot at another bomb plant. And it looks like it's going to be an A execute, meaning that Sikta along with Fileba are going to be challenged towards this site here. Not entirely sure what they will do with those MP9s in that medium to long range distance.
But as you can see, Fileba both with Sikta have come a bit more closer towards the smokes, waiting for the players to push out from the T ramp. If Deck gets lucky, he could get the kills here. And he's going to spot the play with Philip instantly with a shutdown key now. Okay, it's MSN moving in with Zigo, but he's reloading. What a bad time to do it. As we talk, Keen now remains. Keen only one that gets the kill. Lattelecom gets it 3-0.
Mighty Wolves just stepped into a meat grinder. Well, Sikta there with the MP9 up close. He did manage to get 2 kills, but I believe he also damaged another player for 50 HP. So good job coming out from him. A solid hold for Auto Clutch. It almost looked going south for one moment there, but eventually it was all good now as they're looking to, Mighty Wolves are looking to play a B execute, a very quick tactic here. As you can see, there is already 3 players rushing up close. Kokaho is already...
Oh, but instantly, Keen is going to take him down. There was a bit of lag on the overlay that is getting joisted with 2 kills. And now let's see, can they retake on Steak? He is ready with the scout, but can he find the kill as the players are still in the apartment? It's only now Bomb making his way to plant. As for now, we can see Deck, he is waiting for the push out from the kitchen doors. Let's see if he can manage to get it as Steak gets the kill on Kokaho with the scout. Great job there, Deck with the kill on Steak. 2v2 situation, he knows there's one more player there. He's trying to kill them all, but Philip is going to win that duel. The last man remaining, Emis, he's going to find Philip, but the bomb is taken and he does not realize where Sikta is. And that is going to be the 4th round for Auto Clutch. Damn, my prediction is not going too well.
Yeah, Sikta is picking up all the goods. He has all the time in the world there.
No, he does not have too much time. Can he actually defuse it?
He's gonna make it. I believe.
He's going to make it.
I believe.
Yes.
It's all good. Experience, man. As I told you, experience wins you rounds 4-0. Let me remind you. So your Mighty Wolves don't seem so mighty right now.
Yeah, just picking the Estonian team and just feeling like the badass you are. I don't know, man. Mighty Wolves, I think they still can get it, especially on CT side. I believe they're gonna have a lot of good plays, but they still have to prove themselves here on T side.
What is a good scoreline for you on Mirage that you feel comfortable with?
I think it has to be close, around 9-6.
9-6, 8-7 is probably like even 10-5 in certain matchups is a pretty decent amount of rounds that you the scoreline, that you should be heading for. 5, I would say, is the minimum. As Keen has already managed to get his way into Winnow, gets the kill onto Stuk here, and he suspects another play to be up close. Pre-fires, the AVP shot misses, but Sikta with excellent P250 work. Sikta looking to get another kill in connector here, does a lot of damage, but...
And now it's going to be all on Philip. There are 4 players. They're coming towards the A side. Will they plant it here? He's going to spot 1 player. He's going to take down 1. He's going to look for more. The bomb goes down, but there is MSN with the kill back. And now it's going to be all on Doista, but there is MSN to finally get around for Mighty Wolves. 4-1. What are you going to say now?
You got lucky.
Oh, yeah. Oh, really? Oh, really?
Yeah.
That was just pure skill from MSN there, you know? But okay, let's see. Now we're going to see
it's about the game, okay?
Yeah, of course it's about the game. Let's see, Emis with the op. Can he get the first kill here? There's going to be a player crossing, but he does not spot him there through the smoke. Or maybe he just didn't pull the trigger. But now if they're going to push towards the A side, Philip is in kind of good position here to surprise the enemy. He's going to spray down. He's going to get only 1. Keen instantly with the kill back. Sikta now, this time with the M4. He's going to look for the kill. He's going to find Kokaho. So it's going to be a 3-on-4 situation. They need to plant the bomb. They have to get Steak, but Steak is going to get them. He's gonna get Deck, but he can't get Emis. The op prevails for the terrorists, and now let's see 2v3 situation with the bomb planted. Emis does not miss the shot on Doista. He's gonna find Sikta as well. Only Chetty remaining. Can he find the players? I believe he knows that at least 1 there is in the CT spawn, but he does not know that both of them are there. And they're just looking way too good for Mighty Wolves.
No nades on the side of Auto Clutch here. Chede literally just with the defuse kit in hand. Obviously, Mighty Wolves players are not really peeking and most likely will double peek eventually at some point in time here as the first peek goes out. They're on low HP. Does get the kill onto Keen here and knows the player is on low HP. And there you go. The defuse is going to be coming in.
Can he get it? It's so close. It's so close. It'll run out. Can he get it? No.
Yes!
What? Yes! What was that?
Yes!
What was that, man? You know how Emis feels now with all those crazy op shots that he did.
Feels bad, man.
No. Don't do this, Vic. Don't do this, Vic.
I know how to pick a winner. So now Mighty Wolves' money has been reset. They're essentially in, politely say, in a bad position. And,
I wouldn't say that, but okay.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we can see they're setting up in middle. If Auto Clutch decides to be a bit more aggressive, that could be their death there. But as you can see, Auto Clutch, they're playing the smart game right here. Maybe Deck can make some noise, maybe even get the kill towards the palaces. There are some players there, but he's falling back. I want to know if they're going to group up and push somewhere. They're going to go for the split as they did for like in the first round, the B split.
They're just making sure that Auto Clutch are not really pushing down middle, but they're pushing upwards to middle, but there's no real reason for them to do so. They know they have reset the money on Mighty Wolf's side, so honestly they're just playing extremely cautious right now, just waiting for any sort of sound cues or any sort of grenades showing up. And there's like 4 CZs coming out into, 3 CZs coming out into middle, and that is also the bomb there. Chetty instantly dropping down a Molotov, not allowing these players to funnel towards short. Steve gives a quick glance towards A apartments here, as now Chetty really needs to go huge, does only get 1 kill. MS managed to get a kill in return, and MSN finding a kill towards B here.
But so he found the player jumping down from the apartments, but now the Bumblebee plan is going to be 3v3 situation. There is 1 M4 on the side of Mighty Wolves, and this is such a great position for Keen. He's going to find 1 kill, then look for more. He can't find Sikta, so it's going to be 2v2 situations. Deke yet to push, will wait for his teammate to come to the site, and now let's see what can Dek with MS do here. Pretty good position for MS, not the one you usually suspect. Now let's see if he can find the player, but now he's going to peek him, and MS still going to win this duel. Only Sikta remaining with the UMP. Can he find the kills? He can't. MS, he's going to get the kills. It's going to be 2-5. Mighty Wolves are getting some rounds. As we said, 4 more rounds, and they should be kind of okay.
Yeah,
with the outcome.
Starting with another like 6 rounds on the terrorist side. That's the moment where you feel like, okay, we can actually hold this regardless of what's happening. You can see now Auto Clutch's money has been reset in return, so definitely a horrible scenario for the CT side here, as obviously you do once again need a lot of utility also on this map to make sure that you can hold off these pushes. Without it, really, the terrorists will be able to just freely funnel in, and I believe that is Chetty indeed in the underpass or the lower tunnel. However you describe it. Yeah, the
underpass. But let's see. MSN is still checking that position. I really thought that AutoClutch will push out just to grab the hold of that position. That would kind of open things up because they would see 2 players there. Bomb yet to be picked up, so we can't really decide where Mighty Wolves will go at the moment. But you can see they're being really passive. And I believe they do know about the eco that AutoClutch has. So they definitely don't want to run into any traps.
Yeah, they're just making sure essentially that no gathered pushes are happening right now. And obviously they are gathering themselves. Looks like it's going to be an A execution, and Keen should be really delaying his push towards under here. And I guess the first kill actually does manage to get another one. So that is Doisa and Chetty out of the round in this part here of the game, as the remaining Mighty Wolf players are setting up towards A ramp. Philip definitely hears the sound cues, does manage to get 1 kill, will be instantly stated back by Emis, and now only Sikta and Steak remaining here. A instant pop flash towards the connector here, clearing out all the positions as the remaining Mighty Wolves players are funneling towards into A side, and now only Sikta with the CZ remaining here in connector.
And he can't find it.
All the bullets are just drawing an outline around the terrorist player there, so slightly unfortunate. I feel like he shouldn't have gotten at least 1 kill there, but it doesn't look like that even that would have put a huge dent in the economy of Mighty Wolves.
What would you say about Kokaho being only 2 kills?
I feel like, well, if you are the caller for your team, that is forgivable, as sometimes, especially on very important matches, you do put a lot of presence of mind towards the strategy, and obviously that distracts you from applying this pressure as an individual. Doista trying to go for a cheeky knife there. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for him, as Keen quickly disposes of Doista, and now it is a 4 versus 5 situation. Once again, Auto Clutch here seems to be essentially on full eco. They're going to try to boost up here towards the short double box just to see if they can find any players coming out and just surprise them with this setup and try to secure themselves a weapon, because they do definitely need any sort of economic relief that they can gain in this round. And obviously Mighty Wolves, looks like they're going to be rotating through B apartments,
which is the right choice, as there was a player already. M is checking out if anyone comes on behind them, and now Chetty's in the spot. The player's gonna tag a bit Kokaho, but he does not get the kill. Now they put him, they will spot him. MSN takes him down, and now from the underground, Vileba, he could potentially find out the players rotating, but yeah, they were loud. He was loud as well. They get him, and now it's gonna be only 2 players left alive after that round ends. 5-4. Mighty Wolves are looking better and better. Let's see if Auto Clutch can finally stand up against them.
Don't put your hopes up. I feel like Auto Clutch already have this in a bag. It was just for entertainment purposes. They gave away a few rounds. You know, so it's just like a more watchable game. But on a more serious note here, there is no AVP on the side of auto clutch here, so you can actually see two players towards that connector position, and also one playing near windows as MSN takes down Cherry here very early on the round, already outside, but Doista managed to leverage the fighting field here as Fileba also finds a kill now, and it is a 4 versus 3 situation. Essentially, they just need to hold the cross here for side. Kokaho crossing through the smoke into site very successfully, manages to make sure that nobody's going to be peeking from the stairways there, as now Keen has disposed of Fileba. A 3 versus 3 situation, limited amount of utility on this side of auto clutch.
There's the flash coming through. These in a trade. And Doista there, and now let's see if he can find M. He's gonna see the head, but M is gonna win that duel. The last man remaining is gonna be Sigta, and he does not see Keen. 5-5, the game is tied up, and now it's anybody's game, you know.
It is anybody's game. It is anybody's game, but I am going to stick to my words. Once again, the economic situation for Auto Clutch is not the brightest. I feel like perhaps a push through connector with a timed flashbang towards middle might be something they should try. You can see Deck putting down a Molotov towards connector to make sure that's not going to be the case. But Steak has managed to found Deck here partially through the smoke. I believe it was a single tank when he saw him, and then afterwards just followed up. And Chetty, can he get the backstab here? He definitely sees the players and has given information to the rest of his team, and he's going to be very quickly to fall behind here, and he will be able to sneak up relatively close with the pistol just behind the smoke. He's looking to see if he can get this player for free. Actually gets an instant kill.
Perfect play there. Let's see Sigta. Yeah, Sigta can't stand his ground. It's going to be 6-5 now. His Matulus go into the lead. It looked kind of pretty good. Chetty, if he would have been a bit more faster, maybe grab the players in apartments, and then Matulus was kind of like clash there in apartments, they wouldn't push in the site that fast.
Exactly, like, or in this situation, I mean, he was unaware of the fact that there was a player so close to him in the apartments, so slightly unlucky, and I also feel like one of the bullets didn't really hit the head there, ever so slightly off aim, and you can see Sikta now pushing up close. They realize that they need to switch it up, and Chetty also peeking with the op, gets an instant kill onto Keen here, a headshot with the AVP. The bomb is still down in T-spawn here, as Mighty Wolves were just spreading out through the map to make sure that they have all grounds covered.
And they did lose one player, and as we can see, Autoclash, they're not utilizing that they got the kill. They're just staying their ground. They're still staying the player in the middle, and you can see in the sites as well. Okay, in B they're kind of aggressive, but in A side they are almost completely giving it away, and that looks like where Mighty Wolves are going to head. And that's going to be Fileba here waiting. He's not even checking the T ramp, only just checking from time to time the Palace Venom and pushes through. And here maybe Sigta could possibly hear the players. As now the rotation will come in. Steak is ready with the op as well. Mighty Wolves, they kind of lost their timing to go into the A side, as now it's going to be 3 players.
And Chetty pushed up so far towards B apartments, definitely giving away the information that this is definitely going to be an A hit. And obviously now with all the nades coming down, Fileba already taking down MSN and Deck, managing to trade it back, and does get Fileba down and out of the way. Deck is still on extremely low HP. Emis with a limited amount of utility, falling back with the AVP, essentially leaving just Kokaho to flank here. Deck does find a kill with the HE grenade, and now Kokaho will be rotating around all the way through T-spawn. There is already a bomb plant down, and Sikta needs to act fast and find these players, and Deck is gonna go huge in a moment here.
Yes, let's see when the smoke phase. Chetty already has found Emis. There's one more player towards T-ramp. Now they know where Deck is. They're defusing, and they stop Deck, and they're gonna win the round 6-6. What a great play. Realizing that the Deck
got stuck in apartments, like behind that little pole there. He flashed himself, but he didn't manage to run out in time. So I feel like that was just so unfortunate for Mighty Wolves. But still, a very close game so far, 6-6, exactly what we were expecting from these teams. You can see both of them have been preparing themselves. Emis now with a free fire through the smoke here towards windows. Deek also aware of the timings, making sure he's not going to be hit by that. And now Doista quickly peeking down towards short here, making sure nobody is pushed up close. And just in general, the terrorist players seem to establish control first, and they're going to be looking for an execute a Sikta, and both Fileba have managed to found players, and Auto Clutch now looking to take over the match, as potentially they could bring it back on their side of the scoreboard.
Literally could, and exactly that's gonna happen. Sikta finds one, but there's Emis with the kill back. Now the deadly duo, Kaha with Emis. Let's see what can they do. 2 against 4. They have to be pretty careful. The players are focusing around middle here, and when that smoke phase, that's just gonna be it for Kaha.
There is still a lot of time on the clock, so obviously they're going to be holding their positions. You can see interesting approach coming out from Auto Clutch there. Kokaho did manage to spot a player, excuse me, and actually jumps quickly into window there and still gets the kill somehow. Steak really should have had that one, even considering like the small relative fail that Kokaho had there, not being able to instantly get that kill. But now Doista with the backstab through short, through the smoke, Molotov, and now Kokaho will go down 7-6. Auto Clutch back in the lead with just a single round so far, but so much money on the side of Mighty Wolves that they have accumulated over the previous rounds. Definitely Auto Clutch is not out of the woods yet. The Wolves are coming.
Oh yeah, the Wolves are definitely coming. Well, let's see, two more rounds are left. Can Mighty Wolves get the 8 rounds or maybe at least 7? Let's see now as they're running in fast towards the A side, and it's completely open, so they take it. But let's see. Okay, if Philippa goes down, Sikta with 2 kills already there from the connector, and now let's see in the CT as well. Steve's gonna get the kill, and now let's see, can Emis with MSN stay their ground? It looked so good at first, but it all fell apart. Emis finds one, MSN already went down. Emis looking for more, he's gonna find Sikta. There's one more player in CT that he knows of. He doesn't know about the player towards connector just yet, and there is going to be Chetty with a grenade to kill him off. 8-6, the last round of the first half. Let's see, can Mighty Wolves bring it to 8-7, or it's gonna be 9-6, which as well is kind of okay situation.
In those last few seconds, I was literally just standing there mentally going like, not like this, not like this, not like this, not like this, because that gave me a little
flashbacks from season 1.
Flashbacks from season 1, definitely. And now Mighty Wolves are going to be taking their whole team towards the B side. Actually, 2 players dropping down in underpass here, just making sure that they can find any players in middle. But you can see actually Sikta's positioning here has pushed up through middle, and this flank is going to be insane in 2 seconds or more. Sikta is taking his time, obviously doesn't want to give away any sound cues. Steak manages to find,
and Sikta went down in the apartments as well. That's pretty unfortunate. Man. Yeah, that's pretty unfortunate for Auto Clutch. It looked pretty good. But they've evened the grounds 4 against 4. They still have left 1 player towards B side. M is there with the op, looking if he can find anyone. Trying to get the timing right. Does not get lucky. And now the double fake or the pause that Mighty Wolves took. Maybe Auto Clutch will think that they're going to head towards the A side, especially with the player here in connector, MSN.
Most likely MSN is going to be looking to get this kill. Does give away his positioning now, and Mighty Wolves' only option is to most likely play like a contact play towards B here. You can see Doista positioning himself up close and try to disrupt these T players as much as they can. This position most likely will be checked, as most like Auto Clutch definitely, Mighty Wolves definitely have the experience to make sure this position is cleared out. But you can see there are actually 2 players falling back with the bomb here and with the flashbang. Doista knows he's dinked. He's just jumping around. M is still flashy with the AVP as always, as he manages to save his own life and manages to escape with 10 HP. And Faleba here already waiting to see if he can manage to take this round upon himself and gift it towards his team. Emi still with 10 HP manages to find Chetty also. Not entirely sure how that happened, and just wrecking havoc towards this B side.
What is going on with Emis?
Stop!
Yeah, the op is crazy. Let's see, Faleba, he can't stand his ground. It's going to be Deco kills him also. 8-7 ends the first half. What do you think? It was pretty good T side from Mighty Wolves, but will they be able to do the same on CT side?
Well, the question is what approach they will take. I feel like, as far as I've watched, knowing Kokaho's playstyle and what he likes to do, and also Emis, I believe they're going to be very proactive on the CT side. Yeah. They do like to take control over middle relatively quickly in the round and not really give it up, therefore not leaving a lot of options for their opponents usually. You can see there's actually 4 players out of Auto Clutch now heading towards B side, and once again it is going to be a B Glock train coming in through, jumping around. Kokaho cannot really land any shots right now. He's actually flashed, but Deck with 2 kills. Can he find more?
He will find the 3rd one as well. Can he get the 4th? He's gonna find the 4th. The ace. Deck, can you do it? Woo! He can. He's gonna get the ace. He's gonna tie up the game. 8-8. Mighty Wolves are looking strong.
Mighty Wolves are definitely looking mighty, as Deck literally just takes it upon himself to finish every single player of Auto Clutch off. Those 2 first quick kills didn't even give an option for any sort of trade back, so that was, I really believe, a crucial moment where the round was almost won. Emis does miss a shot with the scout here, looking to land some tags though.
He did tag, but he did push out in the middle before, but now he's not pushing out. But the smoke drop down there, he can't get too lucky. He has to be pretty careful about the pistol, just running and gunning. As Sikta has found Emis in middle, And now let's see, can they stand their grounds? They're gonna now push in the window room. Keen, oh, he will go down to Sikta. That's a really great play from the guy with the Deagle.
So
now
5 versus 3 situation already, and like really Mighty Wolves most likely feel extremely pressured in this situation, and the question is all going to be about timings right now. As the player on Windows, excuse me, Doist also manages to take down MSN now, and there's no still kill coming in, and now Dek, Kukaho both picking up a few kills. Kukaho finds another one, still remaining, he has 20 HP remaining, and it is a 2 versus 2 situation, so obviously this bomb plant is going to give them money. You can see that, I believe that is Kukaho, yes, he's rotating around towards short here, and knowing that the enemy players are on low HP, and in theory he could have the upper hand in this long range battle, even despite the fact that he's only on 20 HP. There is literally a defuse kit on the side here. Deck quickly manages to spot one player towards the ramp, and he knows it's the position, and now Steak.
He's gonna find Kukaho. Can he find Deck? This is such a close situation. 1v1. He's gonna manage to get away. The time is running out. He has to go for the defuse. Deck, he's gonna go to save the weapon.
Steak with like literally the smallest of HP remaining, only 9 HP is what separated Mighty Wolves from getting this round, and that is going to go towards the side of Auto Clutch here. And now, what's the money situation? It's pretty bad.
It's not the best. You can see Mighty Wolves, they're probably, okay, they have the M4 on Deck. He does drop down, I believe, a Deagle, so you can have 4 Deagles on their side, 3 AKs, Galil, and of course the MP7. So now let's see how this one's gonna work out. As for now, one more time, Autoclash does the same that Mighty Wolves did before. They drop down the bomb and just take control of the map, look for the entries. So let's see what's gonna happen here.
And you can see M is flashing away this new secret animation of the Deagle, as you can know. If you know or don't know this, if you spam the F button, which is by default the inspect weapon, fast enough, it's going to display this animation for you, as well as now Chetty quickly clearing out corners here. Doesn't really spot the player towards the sandwich position, which is between the 2 columns here. Does see one, and dangerous game they're playing, as now Chetty eventually will take down MSN, but Keen instantly trading the favor back, and now Fileba just holding, waiting for CT to push into their crosshairs, and it's still a 4 versus 3 situation, but you can see that the bomb is still relatively far away,
Oh, and there, okay, Ems now knows that there's 3 players here, but he can hit the Deagle shots. Only Kukaho remains, and this is a really great round for Autoclash. They saved 3 AKs, they saved the Galil, and they win it 10-8.
Yeah, Deagles aren't really a viable weapon that much up and close. As you can see, like obviously it deals a lot of damage, but just the capability of controlling that weapon in such a close range distance, unless like literally the player is, well, sort of bumping into you, most likely you will miss a few bullets, and that always feels like a disappointment. Doista here, very aware of an underground possible push. I feel like he's going to spot the player any second now.
Look
there
where Chetty is. He's already, but there is MSN with the P250 to take him down. Okay, the bomb heading towards the A site. Will they split it? There is still Doist on B, so they need to kind of get together against these pistols. As you can see already how much damage can deal.
And Steve most strikingly in trouble here, as Fileba does save his life, getting one of the players in connector here, also getting Keen down. Steak will go down to Kukaho here, and Kukaho only remaining with the AK in hand, no kits, no nades, is going to be going for that fast rotation around the T spawn. So even off the fact that he's done it so quickly, I mean, he doesn't have a kit really, and there is already Sikta heading towards A ramp, just making sure nobody's pushed up close, and they're just going to be gathering towards connector. I believe the bomb plant is for connector, and they still have a good amount of utility. Kukaho just holding on to this weapon so far and looking for any sort of exits he can gain, and once again a crucial weapon to hold on to. Like, I mean, they're going to have a relatively decent buy next round, and next round is going to be really crucial, I feel like, in terms of how this game is going to go. Either it's going to snowball or it's going to continue in this close fashion as we've seen so far. 11-8 Autoclutch versus Mighty Wolves, and they do have, well, this deficit does start to look pretty serious on the side of Mighty Wolves, and I would not want to be in their place, because this is the moment where your nerves start to play. You're running out of room for mistakes.
That's definitely the case. Let's say MS, he won't meet anyone in the middle. Maybe Steak will push out. especially with the smoke drop down. He can't allow himself to do that. But more so, all the action's heading towards the palace with the bomb there. The two players are ready at the moment. You can see MSN in the sight. Keen waiting near the connector. So when they push, or if they push, they are ready. Let's see MSN. Will he be ready to kill up the player from Palace? He's gonna spray down one. He's gonna get the second one as well. Looking for the third one, but it's gonna be sick to winning that duel. There was Keen taking down Steak in the middle. It's gonna be 3-on-2 situation. The bomb yet to be planted. Two players are in sight. So now let's see. Sikta and Chetty, what can they do? They need to find those players. Have to be pretty careful.
Mighty Wolves are going to be probably waiting for Keen here, who is rotating through T-spawn. I would like to see him heading towards apartments, but it looks like his choice is going to be A ramp, and now only Sikta remaining here. He has heard his first sound cue here and does get the first initial kill, but that is instantly his position given away. No nades, and the damage is there for Mighty Wolves, essentially eliminating.
Yes, exactly. They saved the op. They have them for 11-9, only 2-round difference here. But this is a way closer game than I expected. I definitely thought it was going to go one way or another, but not this close.
No, like I definitely saw in my mind this is a complete overtime material all over the place, because even just judging by the economy, as long as it's going to go the same way as it's gone so far, like the money is going to allow for each of these teams to fight for every single round. And you can see AutoClutch are looking to establish mid control here. The Molotov from Emis has been put down towards the upper middle and preventing the terrorist players.
Ooh, he got the timing right.
Emis just too good with the AVP.
Oh yeah, definitely. His skill has grown throughout the first season. Now in the second season, he's just showing up like crazy. Yeah,
and also Steak look down to 17 HP here with the AVP. Really needs to put up his player value here in this round. Otherwise, it's just going to be a huge waste. And now Keen positioning himself close in connector here. There is going to be I believe that was a smoke displayed towards window. And Keen now, an instant free kill coming through as Emis gets another one. And now Steak eventually returning the favor, but it is still a 2 versus 4 situation. It really starts to look like Mighty Wolves are once again going to be bringing this match back on an even playing field. Unless Sikta alongside with Steak, who's only on 17 HP, managed to bring something crazy to the table.
Yeah, well, let's see. There are two of them. So here in B side, who is it there? Okay, Deck in the apartments. And Kakaho waiting in the kitchen. So even if they find Kakaho, they won't realize that fast about Deck being there. So let's see how they're gonna move in.
I thought the CT player on A side had already spotted Steak crossing towards short, and that's not the case. Steak has managed to dispose of Kakaho, but instantly Deck's position has been given away now. Sikta, this is a difficult battle to take, and he will lose it 11-10. Extremely close match as we're heading
closer and closer towards that end.
Well, as our colleague Gekons already predicted, this is definitely going to be a match to be seen, and definitely has not disappointed us with his pick of the week in this first week of Baltic Esports League. Now, Keen taking a lot of damage trying to cross over here, regardless of the fact that AutoClash have only have pistols. Emis has found eventually a kill onto Chetty here and looking to deal more damage, as Sikta also is left on extremely low HP, but Doista disposes of Keen here, ever so slightly evening the playing fields and looking to gain another kill.
Now see, he's going to push out forward. There is one player in the window room. As you can see, MSN found one, but MSN goes down in the A side. That is the bomb there as well. So now let's see, it's going to be all on Emis. Shut down the players. They do not pick up the bomb. They're just taking control of the A side. They're not going to go for the quick plant.
And Doista with the AK should be the biggest game maker here in this round, as the bomb is only going to be heading towards the site right now. And Emis here gets a free kill onto Sikta, and now Doista needs to even the playing fields. Once again, he's actually going to be left alone in a 1 versus 3 situation. And are the CT players aware? Definitely are right now, as he gives away his position with the bullets. Does get the first kill here, is most likely going to fake, and that is the case. There are still defuse kits on the side of Mighty Wolves, and also a few flashbangs and a smoke grenade, so they're literally just going to wait for this bomb plant and going to retake it safely.
Now let's see what's going to be Doista's play. Because of that smoke, Deck thinks that he could be somewhere else. What? He gets it! Doista, the smoke play was just incredible. Can he get the last player? No, Kokaha will find him. And that's going to be 11-11.
Oh, I really got my hopes up with that play.
Definitely. The smoke was kind of perfect because Deck was looking if he's going to go out towards the ramp position. And while he waited for that position, Doista just gets up and does the rest. Now let's see, 11-11. What's going to be the situation here? Sikta with the op. Chetty also has the money to buy the maybe AK. Yes, he's gonna go for the AK. Another side, M is with the off. Now let's see, will they put some emphasis towards middle? Because in middle, it hasn't been too successful for Auto Clutch.
Yeah, and I'm jumping down towards middle here. Actually, he's going to be peeking towards upper mid. Has managed to avoid any sort of damage, and Sikta very aware of the fact that still Mighty Wolves are once again a team that like to push towards middle here. A Molotov being put down in connector here, and also is going to be instantly put out by the smoke grenades. Double nades also going into window here. Excuse me, that was a grenade and a smoke grenade. And Kukaka also dropping the bomb here in underpass, instantly deploying a Molotov as well, just to secure the positioning of it. But it has already been picked up by Doista, and Auto Clutch really need to put up around here, otherwise they will just run out of money.
Yes, Zeke was spotted. Zeke almost taken down. As they push on forward, Keen is the only man left alive here in connector. Now he has to get away. There's one player, his teammate, towards the CT spawn. Looks like they're going to head towards the A side. Oh my god, Keen. What a no-scope from him. He has to be careful. There's still one more player in the apartment, but Philip, oh no, he was not spotted, just naded.
I feel like this is already a moment where,
yes, exactly.
It all goes south. But what I wanted to say, like, seeing the positioning of the bomb, this is really a huge toll for Fileba.
It definitely is, but he's gonna get Keen. So there's only two players left, one behind deck, running around their way through the spawn, and Kokaho, he's just hiding. He doesn't want to show himself. And now as he shows, perfect timing to get Fileba in the back. 12 to 11.
Still no pause coming out of either of these teams, and definitely this is the moment where you want to bring it out, because you really need to gather your thoughts and just take a brief moment, understand what's working for you, what's not working for you. We don't really see Auto Clutch heading towards the B site that much anymore after those few shutdown rounds. So I feel like, but as you can see, they're just going to decide to switch it up completely and head in for a full-on rush here. And Deck, can you hold it for your team, man? If your team needs you.
There is one more player there on the other side. Kaho, he doesn't even get one kill. He had a free chance there. What went wrong? Yes! Doesn't hit the shot. MSN and Keen both left to save their weapons. You can see their money is not that great as well.
Yeah, so they're instantly heading out. All 5 weapons should in theory be saved. Sikta actually manages to retrieve an AVP in the process as well. So there are also a few nades laying around that have been picked up, meaning that Auto Clutch have restored some amount of balance for their economy. Mighty Wolves, that is MSN and Keen, both are going to be gathering together to save in these A apartments. And excellent news. This is exactly what Auto Clutch needed and what might potentially bring them back, as that's a lot of money saved. And Doista obviously actively hunting with this MAC-10, just looking to see if he can dispose, excuse me, of any of these weapons on the side of Mighty Wolves. So 12 to 12, this is getting as close as it gets probably.
Yeah.
Well, almost as close as it gets, unless it is going to be 15-15, but still,
six more rounds ahead. 6 more rounds.
So you can see that the quick switch up in pace obviously threw off ever so slightly Mighty Wolves, and once again a very good execution coming out from here. And are they going to do this 2 times in a row? Okay. I got excited, because that usually is like a pretty heavy blow for you. That like 2 things work out 2 times in a row, but it is going to be a relative B stack here, as the remaining Mighty Wolf players are heading towards B here. Only 1 player remaining on A side. Steak, Sikta, Cherry all find a kill. Still no trades coming in, and once again a lot of money saved. Once again MSN and Keen remaining here. Keen finds Steak and manages to escape untouched so far, but you can see that is going to be Fileba already on the hunt, pushing towards top middle, and he should hear the player in T-spawn right now.
Probably should. I believe he just heard the guy, and now he understands the players are saving in that position. That allows Sikta to move on freely to find the players, maybe in A side, maybe in Palace. But let's see, MSN in this position probably will be checked, but that's not the first position you're going to
Sikta actually hunting with the AVP. This is slightly ludicrous, as he's being ever so
yeah, too confident about his skill there. Now let's see, okay, they do have the money to rebuy Auto Clutch, so they don't care about that too much. On the other side, Mighty Wolves, they just saved so they can buy it this round. You can see Keen is only with 3.7k, but he gets dropped the M4, so they can buy the utility up. M is only with the smoke deck without any grenades. Kokako, MSN and Keen with full. Now let's see what's going to happen here. It's going to be, it looks like an A push will be a fast one, this time as it was before towards the B site. But they're now just setting up, I believe, the smokes, waiting for them to come through. Yes, exactly, the smokes are coming through. Let's see, what can MSN do here from this position? As now the players are raining in. Will he be checked? He will be checked instantly, but he still managed to get the kill. Looking for the second, he won't, but there's going to be Keen helping out a friend. Only Fileba with Chetty will remain here, and they can't move into the side that easily as they move in. Okay, Chetty, right as I said, he's gonna take down Keen. Can he move on? Can he get more kills? There's one player in CT. He did spot the player towards connector. Now he knows there's a player in CT. He was not spotted. He does get tagged up. But now they have to just go for the bomb plant and see how this one works out. Gonna plant it in the smoke just in case. There's now Deck, Emis, and Kaha has to retake. Let's
There's
see how
no nades on the side of Mighty Wolf here, so they... Oh my god, Emis actually lands a tag through the box there, as Deck eventually will finish off Chetty. Now Fileba once again a tall order on his side as he needs to dispose all of these 3 players and somehow single-handedly bring it back for his team, and goes down instantly for Emis. Proper AVP play coming in there, and it is going to be 13-13.
Exactly. Only 4 more rounds left. This is getting close. Let's see the money situation. Oh, this round will... If Autoclutch managed to win this one, then Mighty Wolves won't have the best buy in the next round. Yeah. So this essentially this important round.
This is definitely the most important round so far in this matchup, and I'm curious to see what Autoclutch are going to be bringing up to the table. It looks like they're going to be approaching B site once again. Are they going to do this one more time? It seems a bit of a gamble, but it might work out. They're actually not throwing away any nades here, and Deck now hears the damage, sees a lot of players coming out. 2 players already out. Kukako Keen both getting 2 kills. Steak trades 1 back, but Deck still an extremely nuisance.
He's gonna get the kill, but Steak, after he managed to get 1, instantly Deck's gonna shut him down. I believe that was 4 kills for Deck, and then in total he has 20 kills. Keen with 27 kills. That's quite surprising. Well, let's see now. As I mentioned before, Autoclutch, they still have some money to buy, but that's not the best buy.
I believe the previous round was a rush decision coming out from Autoclutch. Like, I understand the idea that this is going to...
What? How did Chetty win that? Emis even shot out the bullet right in his face and still did not get the kill. Quite
knowing Emis, he's probably smashing his desk right now.
Yeah, probably. But maybe for the best, he's gonna round up those emotions for the last round.
So Chetty has given an opening for his team, and just as you can see, Autoclutch now obviously not really interested in making any more mistakes. They're definitely taking the slow approach, but as I say it now, MSN not able to get the kill. Keen saving his life.
Perfect play by Keen and MSN in that ace site, and you can see now from the behind lines, Dick can't kill off the player in the middle, but no, he does not kill him off. He does not kill the player in the what was that spray? No way. That was round for Mighty Wolves right there in that moment.
That's a tilter.
That's definitely a tilter, but let's see now, MSN with 14 HP has to clutch this one against Autoclutch. So
he's gonna try to guess the site, and so far seems to have guessed correctly. So he does not need to show himself until the very last moment, as long as he has. Do the sound cues give away that both players there? I feel like he knows. Yeah, he knows both players are on the site here. So Emerson just needs to play this right and wait for the bomb plant.
He's gonna find one. He knows there's a second player there. 20 seconds left on the clock. Let's see, can Chetty find a player? He's going to the other side. He's gonna see the player, but Emerson, he's going to get it. 15-13. Mighty Wolves are looking to win this one. How about that, V? How about that?
I'm just staring at the ceiling right now because reasons. Oh my god. Man.
Yes. No, that was just perfect play from MSN. You don't have to blame Autoclutch. Don't have to blame
I'm not blaming anyone. I'm just saying, like, well played, haha. But I'm losing the prediction game, man. It is not funny.
Exactly. Let's see now. MSN has found already one kill towards this one, but there is Chetty with the scout taking down the player. Let's see how this, I believe, a split goes through, as there is Keen ready. He has to be pretty careful about the connector, as there is one player coming close. Even the second one as well. Let's see, Kaho. Will he spot the player towards short here? He does not.
Kaho in a slightly dangerous position. I mean, if the terrorist player decides to randomly push through that smoke, that's an instant weapon he can gain. Now, Emis spots the player in A apartments, misses a default shot somehow, still has a second chance and misses again, as now Keen saving the round. But oh my god, Sikta and Steek both find 2 kills now. Kaho.
One. Has to be careful. He's gonna find. Can he find him? The spray down does not work out. Has to be careful. He is low HP. There's gonna be Zek with a kill now. 1v1. Zek versus Sikta. Who can take down who?
Position is known.
Let's see it. One in CT. Okay, Sikta now. He's gonna go for the weapon. Even gonna go for the op. The bounce drop down towards T ramp. If Zek doesn't go over the edge.
Oh my god!
Way. No way, Sikta just did that.
My man!
back there, he should have hid. He should have hid, and he knew where the bomb was. He had the like full view from the side where the bomb was, and he decides to show his head.
Okay, is this an overtime? Is this, please be an overtime? Please be an overtime. Please be an overtime. The terrorist players are quickly going to be heading towards A ramp here, just looking to see if they can once again deal some damage to the crossing player as MSN positioning himself up close. Does expect for the push to come through, and as you can see, MSN is actually going to be trading around in the smoke. Extremely smart play coming out from his. He can essentially backstab 3 players.
Yeah, they're one player behind. He has to be pretty careful. Will he be spotted? Now he should understand. Yes, he's gonna see Phil, but he can't take down Chetty. 3v3 situation, and the A side's completely open. And now let's see how they're gonna decide to retake this one.
There's a pistol, a MAC-10, and an MP7 on the side of Mighty Wolves versus an AVP and 2 AKs. Steak goes down to Kokaho. Sikta has to run, and they need to really play the time on this one. The bomb is gradually increasing its pace, and Keen needs to push for this one. Gets the first kill. Sikta gets another one in return. AVP.
No! This is going to be it. Ladies and gentlemen, Mighty Wolves win it against our clutch. Here, the time is there. Yes, exactly is. The season 2, day 1. And Envy is in front in prediction game. Woohoo! How are you feeling, V? How are you feeling, man?
Yeah, just turn on the camera and
Yep. This is pretty great. Yeah, okay, so...
Okay, it's just day 1. It's just day 1. I'll get back on that. An extremely close game coming in from Autoclutch and Mighty Wolves.
How many kills Keen has? 32. Keen, that guy, he was just a monster that game.
Extremely confident plays coming out of Keen. Obviously, he has been extremely good on the rifles as well. And just in general, it seems like any situation that is thrown towards his direction means that he gains another 2-3 kills in, well, regardless whatever position you put him in. One more time, Autoclutch. I feel like that situation where they tried the B rush second time, having a single round in the middle, I believe it was close to 13-14, was like a real deal breaker for them. It was... The problem with that is that, like, being in a position where you feel like you need to overtake the pace of the game and trying to do the same thing that you've done before, like, the CTs have enough confidence to know that they've dealt with 2 rushes beforehand. And unfortunately, the lack of utility on Autoclutch's side prevented them from flashing enough the player, and I believe that was Deck, that also managed to get instantly 2 kills there, as also the remaining 2 players from Autoclutch's side jumping out into the side didn't manage to get enough kills. Therefore, essentially that round was instantly lost already after Deck's 2 beautiful headshots with the AK.
Perfect play there.
Amazing gameplay. Definitely.
Who would you call out the MVP? Is it really Keen, or was it MS with those crazy upshots? Or was it MSN who clutched that round perfectly? 1v2, the round that you loved so much.
I'm gonna say MS probably was the MVP, at least for me, definitely, just off the fact that even though perhaps he didn't have that many kills, still 22 is a high number, and just knowing that how impactful those AVP shots were, like, you cannot really disregard that fact. And obviously having a good opera on your side and knowing how to position himself, knowing the timings right, those how to position himself, and also knowing the timings as that shot towards the upper middle where he got the free kill through the smoke and also tagged another player behind the boxes. Like, you can't really do much about that, and that's already like half of the enemy team essentially, well, destroyed. So props to him. Autoclutch definitely put up an extremely strong fight. One more time, as I said, knowing Mighty Wolves and especially how Kokaho and Emis both, I believe, really favored this map, and also just the actual pace of it. I feel like they had the slight upper hand here, and hopefully that is also the result of this hard practice they've been putting in terms of like playing together in a LAN house.
But for tomorrow, we're gonna have 2 games that we're going to stream. The one team that at least Latvian fans like so much, Volsung versus AYN. The team that we saw today, they're gonna play one more time against kind of a really strong team, like the same as Vaz Sports.
Yeah,
you could put them in the same tier.
To a certain degree, yes. On individual gameplay, definitely. I mean, they all of the players on Volsung have enough experience for them. So I believe this is going to be... I'm actually not going to rush with any predictions. Let's just see how I feel about it tomorrow. As you can see, my luck has run out today. So And the second team, the second match that we're going to see tomorrow is going to be Team Red Eye versus Celtic. Any comments about those teams?
I've seen a Celtic, but they've changed their lineup so many times. And this lineup that we have right now, Dispak, Snopper, Devor, Hoplo, and Rexel, I think they can do a lot. There's so much firepower in that. I want to see how well the team position works for them. Like how well they can go out with those strats and everything else. And Team Red Eye, I saw them in the qualifiers. I was casting their game, and their player Martbois, he's a really good aimer. So I believe he's gonna put up a great fight up against Team Celtic. But we'll have to see. I don't have too much information about Team Red Eye. Only what I've seen.
Yeah.
But all the players are kind of new.
Okay, so we'll just leave it at that. So hopefully, Red Eyes, all the players are going to show up. Especially, could we call him a star player on their side?
After that game, yes.
After that game, yes. Okay, so hopefully he shows up, and hopefully Celtic are going to have a good pace for the match in upper hand.
I think I want to eat.
I'm like starving right now. I've been holding my stomach growls in for literally 3 hours right now. And speaking of hunger,
yes, I think we should surprise some of our viewers as well with a cure for hunger.
With the cure for our hunger, and that is going to be the Vault giveaway. I am not entirely sure if we already have the winner. Do we have the winner? We don't have a winner yet, so you still have a chance to actually spam in the chat hashtag Vault. And if you are really keen to tell us about what is your favorite food, or just like to share it with the world, by all means, free feel to do so. One more time, going to remind you that this prediction game, this is probably going to be on Friday, when after the last match or during the last match, depending on which punishment we choose, and we are going to be choosing it at random.
But we do it on the first day of the next week.
Yeah.
So yes, on the Friday.
On Friday you'll know the punishment. On Monday you'll see it. So we'll start. We can call it Shameful Mondays.
Shameful Mondays. That is a perfect name for that. That's gonna be the thing. So let's see. How many players do we have?
We have quite a few contenders actually. So I would say there's a big button on our screens that you don't see just yet, but it says roll it, and let's see if any of the players are going to be lucky enough, the viewers. And we do have a winner, and that is Scream Jack LRPK. Yeah. I believe I pronounced that correctly here. So Scream Jack LRPK, please get in touch with us. We'll try to get in touch with you regardless of how it goes. 10 euros to use in the application
and that's
Vault.
Plenty. That's plenty to use there. So be sure to use it. And of course, remember that those giveaways are going to happen every single day. So you want to tune in every single day.
If you want to have a chance to get free food every single day that not many people get, I feel like just stick with us, and you'll have your chance definitely. As for us, I feel like it's been a long first day. As you can hear, our voices are going crazy, and it is extremely hot right now. But it doesn't matter. It's all good. It's all fun. I really love this first day. And actually, we actually haven't had a single word about our new beautiful studio.
Yeah, exactly. How do you like this? We have so many things here that we can use as props and everything else. We already used this one.
Yeah, so we'll decide on the next prop that we're going to use in the next show, and that is going to be tomorrow. One more time, those two games.
Yes, exactly.
We'll see how we can improve ourselves here, and obviously there's a lot more interesting things coming this season, so make sure that you stay subscribed and join us when we're live.
Yes, exactly. Check out HyperTown.pro, BESL.pro for all the information that you need about this tournament, and of course the LAN finals in Tallin, Saku, Suurhall in 20th and 21st of October. But that's it for Season 2, Day 1. I'm MV.
I'm V.
See you tomorrow.
T-minus 10, 9, 8.
Yo, it's your boy.
I say something, it's out of line. I say it again, another time. I spoke freely when I was 17. I said the kind of things that no one was letting me. I pick you up, I pick you out of a crowd. How does it sound? Am I as loud as you want it now? I'll make you come up to my cloud. Best believe I'm not coming down. No, I am not coming down. I'll make you come to my cloud, 'cause I am not coming down. I'll make you come to my cloud, 'cause I am not coming down. Oh, I'll make you come to my cloud, 'cause I am not coming down. I'll make you come to my cloud, 'cause I am not coming down. Oh, I'll make you come to my cloud, 'cause I am not coming down. This is my chosen thing. I'd rather smoke something. I could probably blow a ring. I'm opening up as a singer. Nobody wants quality, they only want quantity. They keep ignoring me, it's boring me. I wanna be paid